Hello, hello. Welcome to our Friday Witchy Hangout. I hope you guys had a good week. Welcome. We are doing a juicy reading today. What if they called you? So, I don't think that I have anything to say. I always forget this part and I'm like, oh, I wish I would have said this or I wish I would have said that at the beginning. But you guys know the drill here with the tarot. So just take the messages that are deeply resonant with you. That is different from confirming your own bias, but just really be open and try to feel out the resonance of something and to feel out if it's true or not. You can be drawn to more than one pile. As you know, sometimes the way that you get drawn into a certain pile can tell you certain things about the energy or about the situation. For instance, if you get drawn into an energy that you feel like is another person's energy in the situation, then it might mean that you have to factor that into your equation and deal with that first before things are going to make sense to you, or before you can even settle into your own energy, or like there's something about that that's more pressing, or that's kind of pinching the situation in a certain way, right? I know that's not maybe relevant to this reading, but it's a good thing to keep in mind for all the tarot readings that you are going to for this situation and for this person. It's just something here to keep in mind. So with that being said, thank you guys so much on the compliments. I straightened it today. Okay, so she's a new woman. All right, so I'm going to hold up these cards. This is pile number 1. We have the desert. Pile 1. Okay, and then pile number 2, if I can get it here, is the womb. sorry that my hands are shaking. You guys already know that I have caffeine. I have like a thing about that. I'm like, oh, people can tell that I'm a certain way right now. Okay. Pile number 3.
Your hands aren't even shaking that much.
I know it's because I'm moving my hands to make it seem like I'm just doing this on purpose.
No, it's not even that. Like, you can't. It's because
Okay,
you're
like
putting
that's
it so close to the screen that like the movements look.
look like I'm. Oh, okay. Okay.
Than they actually are.
Okay, cool. Okay, so that was that, and now I'm gonna hold all of them up together. Watch what I can do. I'm kidding. Sorry. Now watch me hold all 3 of them at the same time.
Now do it with no hands.
Yo, if I could do that with no hands. Okay. They just start floating here. I will become a master of my craft.
That'll really impress everybody.
Okay, this side is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. There you are. They're crooked. When are they not crooked? But just allow your vision to soften. Take a deep breath. Allow your gaze to soften and to be drawn into the pile or multiple piles. Sometimes, the piles really tell a story. And that was Soul. Hi, baby. That was Soul popping off. This is my little boy cat. Those of you who've been here before, I read with my cats. He is sun energy. Hi, sweetie. You smell? He's sun energy. So this we're not even in a pile yet. So this could very much have to do with sun energy. This could be a sun dominant person that you're asking about. You could be sun dominant, or this could have to do with personality. Maybe a lot of like shining the light on something, joviality. Like just keep that in mind as we're going through that it might have something to do with sun energy. Okay. Let's get into pile number 1. I feel good today. I feel good. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Okay, but the interesting thing about this person is I don't think they are. Okay. Okay, so pile number 1. I'm going to pull some message cards first, and then I'm going to get into this. No. Ooh, love messages. That's what wants to come out here. Okay, pile number 1, Spirit. Okay. If pile number 1's person called them Spirit, what would they say? Okay, interesting. Like, I'm trying to get more messages, but they're like, I would rather kind of like take this slow. I feel like this person maybe has a lot to say, and they've been marinating in some kind of a situation here for a while. I think you might have moved on here from this person. I'm moving on with my life, and it's caused this person almost to like the sensation of feeling like they're drowning, and I'm hearing, I'm lost without you. Was that on the bottom of the deck? No, I feel empty without you. I feel lost without you. I hope that the future will bring us together. This is a person who's really missing you, you guys. Like, this person is really, really in their feelings about you. I also just think that they're going through a hard time in their life in general, but Spirit is showing me the sand here. Like, whatever this person is going through, I'm seeing like a loofah, like trying to slough off whatever like the dead skin is. I feel like it's meant to be sloughing off. I just heard this person's been stagnant, and they've been stuck in certain like patterns. There's a lot of like metaphorical dead skin that needs to be like kind of sloughed off from this person, maybe literal as well, because I'm seeing that Bill Burr comedy sketch where he's talking about thinking that he got itchy in the winter because his towel was dirty, but it was really the dead skin. So maybe this person is like learning how to, like spa themselves, or I think that's what it is. It's like they're in need of some kind of like spa care, replenishing, getting a massage, something like that. Like, this person really is going through it. But like I said, Spirit is metaphorically sloughing off like the dead skin of their existence in order to kind of like purify or polish this person. I think that you might have felt like you were in this position with this person in the past. Like, maybe you needed like some assistance, and this person could have had somebody else involved like in your relationship, or there just could have been secrets, or you were treated unfairly here in this particular situation, and there could have been a specific conversation that comes up here in your mind where you feel like that was very one-sided, or this person could have just ghosted or like stopped responding, or I don't know, something like that, and you were like, that was really one-sided, that was really unfair, and it put you in this position of feeling I'm hearing like needled, but I'm also hearing the devil is in the details. And I feel like this person was trying to hide something from you in the past. But I think more than anything, this person was actually, I think this person's really insecure. I'm not trying to make excuses for their behavior because I can see that this person really did something here in the past that put you in a negative space that I feel like you had to actually rise up from. Like I'm seeing like rise up from the ashes. You had to, maybe this person was a dead skin cell that like you had to slough off of yourself, you know? And I feel like you really did have to parse through a lot here, like a lot of information, a lot of the details. What does this mean? You know, like putting this together, really not like no closure, anything like that. And so you finally did. And I'm hearing also potentially you reached out for help, like from spirit. And this, I think there's like a feminine force here that has been assisting you and helping you. And this feels like really powerful, intense feminine force. This feels like dark goddess energy. This feels like Lilith. This feels like Kali. This feels like there might have been an injustice here, like done on your behalf that went on again. Like there's secretive energy around this. But like I said, whatever this person, I feel like they were trying to scramble up the details, like of whatever. And so you had to kind of like parse through it. Or they were, like they didn't think that you knew something, but I'm hearing the devil is in the details. Yeah. And then I'm seeing two crows like grab this person and pull them out from the sand and just like hang them like by their hands from a nearby tree just so you can get a good look at it. So I feel like this energy is being like breached or like somehow surfaced here. Again, in order for you to get a look at this devil, but I also feel like it's for their own highest and greatest good here as well too. So this person, what I'm saying is like, if this person called you, I just heard I would never call you. I'm not ready. Like, I don't want to call you now because I feel like I messed up. Like this person thinks that you're mad at them. Okay. And I think that you're mad at them too, but I think like the way in which like this person really blows this out of proportion in their mind. And I'm just getting the sense from this person that this might be a thing that they do, where they really blow it out of proportion. This person might be really, really just afraid. I'm hearing the word cowardice. Like I think this person might be really, really afraid of confronting them. What it is, Spirit keeps saying this. They're scared of confronting themselves. And this person feels like you're really reflective and of a certain aspect of themselves. Because whatever went on here was not reflective of their conscious self, like their highest and best self. The person that they like to present to the world and the person that they think of themselves as. This person did something here in this situation that was not reflective of that. And they know that you know that. And so you are kind of you became this repository for this person's secrets and this person's hidden shadow self. You just became that because they shoved it at you because they didn't want to integrate their shadow. So this person's really afraid of having a conversation with you to begin with. I'm hearing coward again. They're afraid of that because they're afraid of what you might say. They're afraid that you're going to poke a hole in this fragile like version of their ego, but they do kind of know this now. And I feel like this person is kind of like working up to being able to do this. So I kind of feel like this person does fantasize about calling you, but they fantasize. I think this person wants your help or your assistance here in some way because they're in too deep. This person's way of being has finally caught up to them is what I'm getting. Maybe like their lies, or this person doesn't have healthy habits, like habitual ways of engaging with life and the world, themselves, their emotions. The buildup, again, this buildup energy of like the dead skin cells, they just don't have that. So they're really, really afraid of you. And I think this is why this person, I think, has pissed a lot of people off, potentially feminine energies here, like with this moon. I kind of want to say like feminine force, like just in general. There's a feminine like force, entity, energy stream that this person has just pissed off because of the way that they treat women and like look at women or have in the past. But this person has always tried to hide that part of themselves. I don't think they necessarily mean to be mean. Like they're not trying to suck, but they just do because they can't face some aspect of themselves. But like I'm seeing these crows, like hanging this person from the tree so that you can get a good look at the devil that's in the details, and so can they. And this person's really small, like they're coming out like a small version of themselves, like not necessarily short or like tiny, but just like shrunken and then like hung on this tree. It's like this inner voice or like this inner I'm hearing little man syndrome, little man complex, right? So this person has a lot of barriers to get over before they can even breach. That's another thing, like breach your barriers, breach your energy field, and have a conversation with you. But they want to, they really, really do. But Spirit is trying to put the kibosh on that, trying to slow this person down because they need to sort through themselves here. They do. And I want to come back to this idea that they think you're way madder than you actually are. Like you're mad. You probably need to have a conversation. Okay, this is another, I just saw a Gemini energy. And that, I'm getting a couple things with that because I think that you made a final decision here on this person because of something that went on here. And I think that it had to do with friends in some way. And I'm hearing, why did they hurt me, Jess? Like, why did they do this? Like, this person could have, like, their behavior just could have been very baffling or like confusing. Like, I know, I can sense that you care about me. I can sense that you like even love me for some of you if you were in a relationship with this person. I know that's your truth. I know that you actually give a shit about me. So why is it then that your actions have like reflected something totally different? And it's because this person is very small on the inside. They're very insecure. They don't trust themselves and they didn't want you to see that part of themselves. So this person could have been posturing in some way. But I think part of that, there's something here to do with this Gemini energy to do with friends. So there's a lot of different ways that this could have gone. For a lot of you, okay, there's two groups here and I'm not going to touch the first one. I'm just going to tell you what it is, okay? Because for some of you, this person did something pretty much unforgivable. Like they abused the title friend is what I'm getting. Like to you or to somebody else, like this person could have thrown you under the bus. Person could have betrayed you in some way. They acted like they were your friend, like, but then they did something that was not what friends do, okay? And it could have been really bad to the point where a conversation won't fix it. Like for some of you, that's the actual truth of this. A conversation is not ever going to fix. And I'm hearing Kesha in my mind, some things only God can forgive. That's one group here. And I think it involves friends, like either you, that they acted like you were their friend and then, but okay, Spirit, if that's your situation, Spirit's showing me a high bar because this person they trapped this person. Spiritually speaking, they did because this person called you their friend. They purported friendship. They declared out loud to someone, you or to someone else, that they recognized the validity of your friendship. This person called you their friend. They acted in a way that was like you were their friend. Something they got this person's soul to recognize and acknowledge that title of friendship deeply, like within themselves. So when they betrayed you, they can't then be like, oh no, because like they can't do it. They can't back out of it. Okay, but I'm getting like whatever that was for this first group, a conversation is not going to fix it. So this person knows damn good and well not to reach out to you because you were not treated fairly. You know that, and I think you're more confused and hurt. But you're still mad, like at your own mistreatment. But there's a lot of confusion and a lot of hurt there too that this person can't really see because, again, they're a coward. So that's the first group. The second group owes you a conversation, okay? Because, again, this person, it might have involved friends. It could have involved something like less intense than like the first group here. But it could have still involved gossip. It could have still involved friends and like hurt or betrayal, choosing somebody else over you, acting out. Like just ugh. I just heard the word possessive. But it's like this second group owes you a conversation, like karmically. Like they need to account for their behavior. They need to explain that. But again, they're a coward and they were just kicking the rock down the road or like kind of pushing that away. So this person, like this whole reading, I just want to keep bringing it back to this. It's about like, what if they called you? Well, this person has a lot of blocks and a lot of hurdles before they can call you, before they can reach out. Spirit has this person in a stew is what I'm hearing, because they are at risk of like devolving into some kind of like impish creature, or maybe they already have. And Spirit is needing to break that. Something needs to like break down here to coalesce into in order to integrate. Like a soup is a many ingredients that when you cook it together, it like cooks down and it becomes one thing. Like that's what I'm seeing for this person. And for some of you, it's like the lies, but mostly because this person may well be a liar because they can't face their own truth. This person lies to themselves. This person tries to make it seem better what it is that they are doing and who it is that they are. Justification. Dorje Drolo. Did I get it? Was that correct? Okay, Dorje Drolo. We have been talking about him a lot. He's a Buddhist figure that uproots justification as the root of all evil. And justification is one of those ego words. When your ego is activated, it operates from the place of defense mechanisms. It has to defend itself against, in this person's case, the truth. And when you defend yourself against the truth, what it is that you're doing is you're living in a state of delusion. So like narcissism, for instance, we all have a baseline of narcissism. You have to have it to function in the world. But somebody who's out of balance with that operates from this defensiveness from their own truth. And that's what this person is in. Whether, I'm not saying that they're a narcissist or not, but I think that at the very least, this person can go in and out of periods of impaired empathy. And this person may well have some kind of emotional issue that needs to be tended. I just heard the word control. So it could be emotional control or like emotional regulation, or it's like this person, their sense of control being knocked or something, or needing control, something about that like caused this person to pitch up emotionally. They were emotionally dysregulated. They acted out of character. That's whatever like splintered, like caused whatever splintered Your relationship with this person needs to take ownership, and they need to address it at the root. So again, this person's being warded off by spirit from making contact with you, from calling you, and they know it. This person is scared to call you. They're scared to contact you, even though they think about it. But it's like this person just wants to jump over whatever went on here in the past, and you couldn't jump over it. You were probably left to fend for yourself. You probably were left here like in this exact position, but it did this to you. Like it purified you. It sloughed off all of, your dead skin here. But I am seeing Lilith. Like I'm seeing like Black Moon Lilith, like the symbol, like with the little cross coming down here. So again, I think you are in this healthy Lilith energy where you are not accepting less than your worth. You're not accepting anything less than equal treatment. It's equal conversation, like give and take, like back and forth. I do think there's an incredible magnetic attraction that this person has towards you and towards your energy. And it is in part, again, they made you this repository of their like darker natures and their darker side and the things. So there's this kind of like, ooh, it's like really magnetized, like your energy, I want to say. But you're protected here. Like you have strong spiritual protection, and maybe even protection in the physical realm. Like there could be 3 people that kind of just stand behind you. Like you're not going to reach out here to pile number 1. I know you're not stupid enough to do that without having cleaned up your mess and made an accounting of your behavior. Because this person needs to come back and say, they need to stop hiding. This person needs to just put it all out in the open and like let the chips fall where they may. And I don't know that this person is brave enough to do that. Like not yet, but I feel like Spirit's trying to, there's something this person doesn't understand about the bravery and vulnerability. And I think that you do this actually really well. And this person is meant to relate to that in you. They're afraid of you. Like this person, they see you in such like strong power. They see you that way, but they don't understand it. And so there's almost this like, this person's fascinated with your energy. Okay. Like they're just kind of drawn into it. I feel like they find you to be all those shadow side things, like maybe secretive, but like just mysterious. And, I don't know, just they're fascinated. There's something that like really draws this person in, and it's supposed to. It's a very spiritual, like divine process that's happening here because they have to kind of figure you out. And what they're meant to peel back, like those layers of the onion, is that there is strength and there is courage and there is bravery in actually being vulnerable and just being able to own who it is that you are, because then you're not controlled by it. Like this person pushes a lot down and they end up being, that becomes the leash that they get controlled by. And this person needs to understand that. And it's really nothing that other people outside of them are doing. It's their way of dealing with themselves and tending, or shall I say not tending, their own emotional space. Like this person just does not do it. And this person is scared of like the feminine sides of life, like the socializing, they may well be chatty. Okay. Like this person could be chatty. Okay. But not ever revealing like the innermost self, the inner emotions. They might be very skilled at kind of like sidestepping that. And Spirit is saying like this person has to kind of just learn that they're going to lose people like you. They're going to lose out. Like there's huge karmic consequences for ruining their relationships, or just allowing their relationships to kind of fester, or allowing people to not get their needs met and to not get what they need from them. Like this is you. Again, this is a huge karmic lesson for this person. I'm moving on with my life because not making a decision is making a decision. Not having a conversation is saying a lot. I'm hearing like the silence. Your silence speaks volumes, especially in lieu of whatever went on here. So really, this person, I want to say this too. Karma is a funny thing because we can clear up our karma actually in a lot of different ways. People tend to like pigeonhole karma like, well, this is the thing I can identify that hurt me from this person, so they need to not do that next time. In reality, there's kind of a cascading effect to our actions. Like it's a ripple effect. Like we do one thing, which leads to another thing, leads to another thing. And that's internal and external, right? So I can put a series of events in motion that makes me feel a certain way. And that could cause me to act in a certain way, right? It's this interplay between the inner and outer worlds. So this person, like I said, I think at the heart of this comes from like an inability to emotionally regulate. So this person clearing up their karma with you, yeah, at this point, they need to have the conversation. But if this doesn't get cleared up in this lifetime, this person needs to focus on emotionally regulating and having better coping skills so they don't lash out in whatever that friend energy is. Either they did something so unforgivable that there's literally nothing they can say to you that will ever excuse it or make it better or anything. And again, it's that Kesha energy. Only God can forgive this. So you need to go deal with yourself and Jesus, or like Allah, or whoever it is that you're meant to be connecting with as like that bridge to that realm, right? Or this person needs to not do the thing in the first place. Like sometimes we forget that. You could not do the thing in the first place that caused you to need to have a conversation, and that clears up the karma as well. That's actually the bigger lesson, because there's cycles with karma, right? There's bigger and smaller things. So this person just really does need to learn that. But they are like incredibly attracted to you. They think that you're really mad. I think they want to kind of like, I'm seeing this as like, hi, hey, like, I think this person, they might well know that you're like psychic or intuitive or like, you know, kind of into this stuff, and that you maybe like, maybe you do have a connection with this person. If you do have a connection with this person, like spiritually, this is really going to be a drag like on your energy, because they're not holding, this is not a good person to be connecting to in that regard, because it's just going to weight down like your energy, and you're probably confused and maybe thinking that you're having problems that you're not having, or that you this is like a lead balloon. It's like being attached to a lead balloon. But I feel like they kind of want to just be like, hey, and it might be energetic for those of you who like, they do know that you have a connection, or they know that you're intuitive. They could be just trying to, hey, like on your little psychic radar. And I'm just seeing like, nope, like just warding your space, you know? But for some of you, this is like in real life, like they might show up at an event that you're at or something, and then like really stick to the wall, stick to like the periphery, just to see kind of like if you notice them and the micro expressions on your face, like what vibe do they get like when you see them. Okay, and I'm hearing that song from Taylor Swift, the one where she's like Betty, the song Betty, and she's like, Betty, right now is the last time that I can dream about what happens when you see my face again. So this person thinks a lot about like they're really gearing up, okay? But this person, they're just losing it. They're losing the plot a little bit, because they are worried about what they're going to say and how they're going to come across to like explain. And they're thinking about, again, like the conversation and the externals and stuff. Really, this person needs to be focused internally on not being the same person. I think they want to tell you that they're not the same person, but they really are in a spiritual swamp. I know this is a desert, but they're in a swamp. You know, it's interesting because Rahu lives in a desert. And so this person might be Rahu dominant. And, you know, it's funny because Rahu, about the myth and the lore of Rahu, it thinks that it can be the sun. Okay, but Rahu's not the sun. And the key thing is, this is the knowledge of the sun. Oh, and then Sol at the beginning, remember he was meowing? The knowledge of the sun is that you have to know who you are in order to have clarity and healing in the situation. So Rahu thinking, oh, well, I can be the sun. Right there, it's off its game. You're not the sun. That's okay. You're Rahu. What is that? What does that mean? How can you connect with the energy that is you? So this person might be trying to live up to something that they're not. They might be trying to be sun dominant, but this person's Rahu dominant. So this person could have a lot of ambition. They could have a lot of dreams. But again, they're severed from their base. And I just heard, you know, I'm all about that base, about that base. So they might like your butt. Like I read for a lot of, like, this is like the butt squad that I read for. Everybody's like, got a good butt, or is really into butts. But I'm also, that word base is standing out. Like, I just feel like this person's very base. Basil, I just heard that. Like, they're just very base. And they've been living from that place. And so they're meant to, again, connect that Rahu energy with that K2 energy. They've got to come up through that K2. The body, so this person might be, oh, remember I was getting the skin sloughing? Like, this person might be really disconnected from their body, or they're in a habit of disconnecting, dissociating, this to me doesn't feel like a spiritual person, because sometimes spiritual people can spend so much time like meditating. This doesn't feel like that. This feels like numbing out. This feels like, you know, drinking or vegging out by the tea. Like they numb out from their like physical self. They need to come up through that, because actually I think this person is very intuitive. This kind of gives me magician vibes. Like I feel like this person is meant to be the magician, but they're too busy thinking that for you they need to be the sun. Or maybe for everyone, for a father figure, I think, like that they need to be the sun, but they're not the sun. And they're actually pretty great. And I think they'll actually really impress people, and they can go really far. And this person also does read people very well. And they just might have they might be a good mimic. Some of these people can really make you laugh. But they've relied on that too heavily, you know, because they're not living from their own space. So this person, they basically have a lot that they want to say to you, but it's coming in really jumbled, because this person also, it's like they don't know how to get into the door. And that is the obstacle, and that is their karma that they've created. This person's created. That's very clear to me. This person has created the blockage in your relationship. And they created it. This is dark magician. That's what this is. This is, I am a magician and I manifest so many things so readily, but I don't understand that I'm doing it. I don't understand that I'm controlling it. So this person has somehow manifested a blockage in order to get their skills online, because this person's a powerful manifester. They're really awesome. They're really cool. Like this person's really cool, but they don't know that yet. So they manifested this obstacle so that they would have to deal with it, have to confront that, because this person more thinks about all the things that they would say to you if they could get past that obstacle. So with that being said, if they could get past that obstacle, what would they say? Please forgive me. I know I messed up. This isn't over between us. I'm coming back for you. See how I'm like slurring all over my words? I'm coming back for you. Like that's, I'm coming back for you. That's okay. That's all right. This person might be a little embarrassed to kind of even let their guard down to be like, I like you. I'm seeing that scene from Hitch. So this person might well be smooth, you know, like with other people. But like that scene from Hitch where he makes the love interest close the door at the end. So he's like the smooth guy, right? He's coaching everybody, but he's like, can we shut the door? And she's like, what? And he's like, yeah, can we close the door? And he's like, I like you. Okay. I like you. So it's like, this person might feel uncool or like feel like they've got to be like so confident or something. But actually, I think you need to see that softer side of like, oh, okay, you like me. That explains you being an idiot. It doesn't excuse it, but it does explain it in a way that is positive for me and not negative. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, again, there's that strength and vulnerability. It's not a weakness to care about people. But yeah, I feel so guilty about my actions and what I said to you. This person may have like said something messed up, or I never experienced this intense connection before. Yeah, so this person just, I really am getting that. This person felt a draw to you. And it could even be that somebody was already in a relationship here. Maybe they were, or maybe you were. That doesn't have to be the case. I just feel like there was such a strong like pull that this person just did not know how to act. Like they just fell all over themselves. I'm working on myself so I can come back. Please wait for me. I can't take being apart from you any longer. This person is a hidden romantic, but they didn't even know that about themselves. They didn't. Yeah, I'm just hearing like new power unlocked. This person's a magician too. And they need to understand, okay, so I'm seeing the magician's table and you know, it's like he's got the sword and he's got the wand and he's got the pentacle, but he needs the cup. Like the magician needs to have the cup too to round out his skill set. He needs his love energy online. Now I'm seeing Captain Planet, the like heart, you know, and it's like that one seems out of place, but we're glad you're here. You know, at least it always did for me. It's like earth, wind, fire, heart. But you do have to have heart. You do, okay? But me as a kid, I was like, this is the little heart kid is like, I love him, but like, is this your group? You know? And so maybe this person, they could have had trouble figuring out, yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's like this person has a lot of problems in their life, but it really has to do with being disconnected from their heart energy. I feel like you're actually a healer in their life because you connect them with that space. They thought it was a weakness. They thought it was a vulnerability. They thought it was something they had to tamp down. Again, I'm seeing that sun energy. This could be a paternal influence. They made this person think that way, or they felt like they needed to be the sun, you know, but the sun is heart energy. It's Leo, rules over the heart, like the heart space, right? So, yeah, this person needs to connect with that. And I think they'll actually be surprised. It's like, now I'm seeing the Tin Man and like being oiled. Like, I feel like that love energy is like the oil that's gonna, you know, get in this person's heart space and just make everything actually function, you know? Yeah, can't take being apart from you any longer. I'm so in love with you. You're so perfect to me. Like this person just, I'm in love, and I don't care who knows it. From Elf. I love that movie. Okay. This isn't over between us. Like this person, no matter who I'm with, my thoughts always lead me back to you. Yeah, this person is stuck on you. They can't forget you. They're stuck on your energy because again, this is something they're supposed to kind of fixate on this. They're supposed to kind of like figure this out so that they can, I'm literally hearing kind of like integrate you and your energy into themselves, you know? That'll probably tamp down like the intensity and like make them feel you know, a little bit more sane within this connection. This person clearly has hidden truths, but I'm kind of getting that they don't want me to go to this, but I'm just going to pull one or two from the hidden truths. We'll see. This person doesn't feel good enough for you because I just saw I'm not the one for you. I bury myself in work to forget you. So, like, I think this person just, you were the best thing in my life. This person feels like they messed it up. They just feel like they're not good enough, and they're not, but it's not meant to shut down the processing. It's meant to open this up. Yeah, this person isn't good enough for you right now. But this person needs a process-oriented mindset. That's what they need to connect with. They have a fixed-oriented mindset of, well, I am who I am, and you are who you are, and she is who she is, and none of us can break out of the circumstances of our birth. But it's like, we can, and we should try, you know? And yeah, so this person might be having a lot of issues, even in their like economic situation, because they just don't think that they can overcome like the situation of their birth, but they can. I think that's another thing that you're meant to kind of like show them or teach them is that I just really feel like this group doesn't settle for anything less than equal. And you're good at doing that. So, okay, let's see. Let's get this. I've been having regrets. Okay, anything else that this person would say? I'm having wild thoughts about you. Hold on. I'm hearing that song. It's like Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran, but I'm hearing the Madeline Bailey version because I like that one the best. But it's like, all my bad habits lead to wide eyes staring in space, and I'll probably lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, and like, I think this person's scared that they're just going to be like, oh my God, I love you so much. Like, and just make a fool out of themselves. But you know what? It's cute when you're in a relationship and your partner makes a fool out of themselves. When you like somebody, it's cute. I hope you're not with someone else. I'm not sure what I'm feeling. I want to be like you. I want to be like you. I want to walk like you. Talk like you do. That's from the Jungle Book. Yeah, and like little Mowgli. Like, he's not in his right village. You know what I'm saying? And that's K2. K2 is so highly linked to the animal world, like to the wild world, to the part of us that is animalistic. So this person really needs to tap into that space. Look for the bare necessities of Mother Nature's recipes. Again, about your worries and your strife. This person really does need to connect into that space. Those are their little helper friends on the hero's journey. The friends and allies might be animals, might be spiritual people. K2 is the sage. If they're in a drug scene, they need to get out of that. If they're in a bar scene, they need to get out of that. It's the lower vibrational energy of K2. It's going to lead them astray. And then that's going to lead Mowgli back to the village. And even though it's sad, like, you know, that he's got to go from his animal friends, that's where he belongs. And remember, I was saying that this person, because they're not connected at the heart space, this person doesn't know the groups that they belong in. You have changed me. So we'll just get a couple more. I miss you. Shout it from the rooftops. I admire how hard you work. They're depressed. They can't get over you, and they want to get back together. So, yeah, like I said, this person's not in a good space. I think you're in a really good space, and I think that, remember how I started this reading? I was just, like, so happy and like, jovial. I feel like that was your energy. Like, you're just happy you're in a good space. This person feels like you're doing better without them. They kind of feel like you're pissed at them. They feel like they want to bridge this gap, but they just don't know how. And learning how, they're not supposed to give up on this. They might need to shift and change what this means for them, because this is an internal journey. This person needs to change. They need to transform. They need to understand process-oriented mindset. And if you feel like this is your energy, please look up and research heavily process-oriented mindset. There are experts that give talks on this. There's so much information about the benefits of having a process-oriented mindset, the research behind it. It's heavily, heavily studied. And just shift even that like worldview, believing that people really can change. They really can change their stars. They can change their destiny. They're not doomed, you know, because of the circumstances of your birth or because of what it is that you did in the past. You can always try. You can always try. And I feel like that's kind of a part of this. For this person's learning a lot of karmic lessons, but it's just because they weren't. And I also think this person has difficulty letting go, the sloughing off of the dead skin. It's like, you outgrow people, man. Maybe you outgrew this person and you left them behind. And that's something that this person cannot do, right? So like, you outgrow people, you outgrow mindsets, you outgrow conversations. That's another thing. There could have been low vibrational conversations. I'm getting the drinking energy, and I'm getting like the gossipy friends, the shitty friends. They're not their group. And I just feel like this person can't be like, you know what? This really isn't my vibe. Like, I don't like to talk shit about people. I don't believe what you're saying. I'm hearing that like lesser minds talk about people, higher minds talk about ideas. You know, like this person, I think, wants to talk about ideas and philosophies and concepts. But because of, this could be a status in life, like maybe because I'm hearing like I came from the Bronx, you know, or like because I came from like a certain way, then I don't have elevated conversations or highbrow conversations. But really, this person's very smart, and it is beneath them. Whoever they're hanging out with, like, it is beneath them. It is too low for their vibrational energy. But they think wrongly that that's the category they fit in because of some kind of external circumstance. Because again, this person is not connecting in with an inward space. So they just numb out with alcohol. They hang out with really poor individuals. And I mean of spirit, of character. But I think this could be a poor thing where it's like maybe this person came from poverty or they don't have much money. So they're like, well, these are the kinds of people that I hang out with. No. No. And again, that might be something that you teach is like, you teach this person is you can be friends with whoever you want to be friends with. It doesn't matter like you're anything superficial. If you feel drawn to a person, you feel drawn to them. This is a magician who needs his cup. So that's what I was getting for pile number 1. That's what this person would say if they called you. But this person's on a whole ass journey, or they're being asked to pick up the mantle, to pick up that cup. You know, some of them need to get clean. They need to pick up a healthier cup. That's what I'm getting. So that was pile number 1. Oh, you guys are so cute. His allies are his flying monkeys. Yeah. Interesting. I'm changing. Oh, I just heard an NF song. I promise I'm changing. Yeah. Okay, let me just put on my new lip gloss that I got. Thank you to the Just Lip Gloss Fund donators. Your funds have really made a difference. Is it awkward when I take time to just put on some lip gloss? I feel like it is, but oh well. Okay.
I mean, I might think it's kind of awkward, but I think they dig it, so.
I mean, it's just, you refresh yourself sometimes. Okay. Just gonna read these comments. No, it's the best part of the live. Okay.
Don't you dare take that away from them.
Okay. Let me just clear some energy. All right. Some people are asking what this is. This feels again like relevant even to pile number 1, but this is a prayer wheel. It's like a Buddhist prayer wheel, and this has the Om Mani Padme Hum like mantra around it, which is a mantra of compassion and like coming from the heart space. And there's a bunch of prayers like in here. So when I'm just swirling around, it's just kind of this prayer energy, and I really feel like that pile number 1 person needs it. It's like, because yes, you are pissed, and you have every right to be pissed, okay? But about whatever happened, if you're hurt and upset, but it still doesn't mean that you don't have compassion for like them and their journey. I feel like that's what this person doesn't see, is like the fullness of you. But it's because they don't have that cup energy themselves, and that heart space energy also like links in with compassion. It's like, yes, I'm pissed at you, but of course I have compassion for your human experience, especially when you can open up and tell me the direct truth, you know. But they're so attracted to you. I feel like they're just trying to control like the conversation, you know. So okay. Brooke has been wanting to start wearing lip gloss. Go for it. You should. Okay. Janae just said, it's a reminder that no matter how ascended you believe yourself to be, make sure your lip gloss is still popping. Okay, moving on here to file number 2.
The poll has like almost half of people calling out pile 2.
Okay, pile number 2 is such an interesting energy. Okay, that's interesting that they're saying that, because it's funny. Alex like tunes in and pulls these cards like at some point earlier in the week, and it's funny because whenever I've been trying to tune into this energy, there's a big like hole in pile number 2, and it's funny. And I was like, I could never remember what the card was. Like I can remember the other piles, and then I was like, what is pile number 2? Like it was just this kind of like weird vacant empty space. And it's interesting that it is the womb energy, because the womb is kind of, you know, it's gestation, it's things in process, it's kind of hidden energy like from the world. So I feel like if this person called you, how does this translate to if this person calls you? First of all, again, I'm kind of feeling like this person's not really in a good space to call you, because this person's in a period of transition, but it's hidden from the world. Like there's something here going on behind the scenes where this person is kind of gestating on something. I think they're building something, to be honest, or they're building themselves, or again, this person's going through like some kind of like inner work. But there's a lot of like, I don't know, this feels mystical, magical, feminine energy, like regardless of if this is a male or not, like there's something like that going on, some kind of protective energy. There's goddess force again around this energy. It's very protective. There's a lot of protection energy here, and something growing here inside this person. Okay, so hold on, let me just see. Let me pull some other. This is a really interesting pile. Okay, yeah, there's protective energy again. So this person, if they called you, I just don't think you would get much out of them, even though, okay, so this is a person where you can sense that there's a lot going on with this person. They're very vibrant. They're very fun. They're very like a splash of color, you know, this person, they might be very feminine, again, like very creative, you know that, but this person just wouldn't talk about that. They wouldn't give too much away here. They're very defensive because maybe of an intuition that this person has. Look, and then we've got the I almost said chaos coven here, the cosmic coven. I wonder if this is the cosmic coven energy here. The sun. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. But what this person isn't really in a space to like communicate. Well, okay. This person would rather see you. I feel like this would be an interaction that happens in the physical, because the sun kind of energy is, or maybe it would be like on a FaceTime. Maybe you would communicate with this person on a FaceTime, because sun energy is highly communicative. And in a lot of ways, it's like the higher self of like certain communication energy, but it is fully integrated. It's fully embodied. You know, it's personality. So there's a lot of personality coming here from this person. They do have a lot of responsibilities. They have a corner that they're trying to turn here in their life, but I just don't think this person would be opening up and talking too much about it. Yeah, this person's definitely going through some kind of like inner transformational energy. They've seen something here. There is some kind of judgment energy here. So I don't know what's gone on. Let me see you in this. Like the Lovers. So past judgment. Okay, so again, this could have been a really intense relationship here with the Lovers. So either you love them or they love you. Like I do feel like this is a very like strong, you could have been in a relationship here with this person, but somebody saw something here. There was a judgment here in the past that ended things and maybe put you really in your head with this person about what they said or maybe potentially who they were with. I want to get more on your energy here because I have to piece this one together because this person's really not giving much away. It's funny. They're highly communicative. They're highly creative. They're highly expressive, but they really are not talking much right now. Yeah, you would get very little from this person. This is funny. What's the obstacle? Confusion. Something's hidden here. Okay. I'm starting to feel that weird energy crabbing up too. So it's like, I don't know if, I'm just going to pause this because this is Chaos Coven energy. I'm going to re-pull for this. So, okay. Yeah. I'm wondering if this isn't like the Chaos Coven energy. So hold on. Let me just recenter. I don't even feel like I'm getting this wrong. I just feel like it's a certain energy here. This person's really solid in their own energy. Okay. I'm hearing what they wish you knew. Okay, what they wish you knew. This person, they wish you knew certain things. Okay, so I really just don't think this person's inclined to call you. I think this person's very engaged in the physical world. They're very engaged in their personality, their projects. They are working on something here it's either that they're working on something that isn't done, it's not completed, so it's not the time to kind of like speak about it. They wouldn't know how to speak about it, so instead they just kind of like talk around it. It's kind of like a hole. That's that whole energy. You feel like this person's talking around something here, that maybe they're avoiding something. And either, again, it's, you know, this person is very creative. You know that they've got a lot going on here, but they're not talking about that. So it's going to kind of stand out to you. I don't feel, there's not a nefarious energy coming off of this person at all. I feel like this person maybe does have nefarious energy around them, or they have, been attacked for like their uniqueness or their creativity or their vibrancy by people who want to tear them down or who are very jealous. But there is a sense here of this person being very protective of something here. So either it's, again, some kind of creative project, or that, you know, this person's like very vibrant, but then they're very kind of straightforward and direct with you. And so you know that they're kind of like something's missing, or something happened here between the two of you in the past. Again, there was some kind of judgment call energy that caused things in your relationship to shift, even though there was a powerful connection between the two of you. And this person's talking around that. Like they're not talking about it. Instead, they're just maybe talking about themselves, like not in a selfish way, but they're talking about creativity. They're talking about their personality. They're talking about projects or something. So it's like the focus of the conversation isn't on what you want it to be on or what you think it should be on, given what you know about this person or what you see about this person, if they called you, okay? And again, I don't think this person's likely to call you. I think this would be more physical engagement. Like you would see them at the farmer's market. You would see them at the grocery store. You would see them maybe at their job, or because maybe you connect with this person in terms of, or like their creativity, like a craft show, or there's a lot of crafts at the farmer's market though. So like, again, it could be some, yeah, I just feel like you're sensing the blockages here. So maybe I'll try to get around that here in just a second. Yeah, this person's more observing you, I think. This person's protecting themselves, they're pulled back and they're observing you. And again, this person is in the midst of some kind of transformation. And again, it's not nefarious that this person's not talking about it. It's just that it's not done. It needs to stay in the oven, kind of a thing. They're defensive. This person's very defensive, either about you. So there could be a mirroring situation going on here that you don't quite realize. Because where maybe you feel like this person made a judgment call on you and your relationship, even though everything was like very strong, this person I think might feel the same way, funny enough. And maybe it's worth like relating to why they feel that, because they think you made a different choice, or maybe they feel like you were hiding something about who you are, because there's Sun and Scorpio energy here. So this person, something here, they're on the defense. This person's on the defense, but they're very just strategic and careful about how they go about doing that. They have an elevated energy. They really do. This person has a very big, broad mind. I think that's what's going to throw you. So basically a phone conversation with this person, it's like, I know you have this big, broad mind. I know you have all these ideas. I know you have all this creativity. I know you got all this abundance around you, but I'm not getting much. Or what I'm getting from you, they're probably very warm or very engaging, very colorful. They might even be using colorful language and talking with their hands or something. But they're talking, they're not going right in, they're kind of, and it's because they're protecting. Like, that's what you need to understand too. It's like this person, this might be a way that this person, it is just their personality. It's not like just a way that this person like protects, but to talk big with their hands or like something like that. It's not just a way that this person protects it. Genuinely, this person's like not a liar is what I'm getting. So this person connects with things that are real, that they feel comfortable with sharing. And so that's what they're doing. So it's real, it's authentic. And it's like, this is what I'm comfortable giving you. This is what I'm comfortable talking about. So you might have to steer the conversation in the direction of where it is that you want to go. Let me see what happens if you do that. Again, this person's going to try to skirt around it, because something's growing and they don't want to like burn out whatever this is. They would be caught off guard if you did like just kind of bring something up here. This person's a smooth operator though. I think they're refusing to fight. This person is going to refuse to fight. Yeah, like that's what okay, so Lainey just said, it was a very gray area situation. I wouldn't be able to say exactly which one of us made the judgment call, and I think we both feel defensive. Like, that's like really what I'm getting. Like, both of you kind of like feel defensive. Maybe even like tints of like shame. Like, should I feel shame for this? Like, I don't know, around the other person, but it's like you're both trying to navigate this very intense connection like as best you can is what I'm getting. I just heard, hey, bestie. So this person also either they're going to make that connection like, hey, what's up? Like, bestie, like, kind of a thing with you, or potentially there could be other people around and they might try to talk with somebody that they feel they have like some kind of closer connection with, or where they can keep it light, maybe. Okay, what would this person, look, this is upside down. Like, I picked this deck up upside down. They don't want to talk about work. I just heard they wouldn't talk about work. They don't want to talk about what it is that they're building, because this person they're defensive. This person's just incredibly defensive, but not for a bad reason. They're protecting something they feel like needs protected, either that they're working on or like within themselves. And they feel like they're not conflicted about protecting it. They feel like they have every right to. They feel like it's the best decision. Yeah, Empress energy. So something's growing here. You wouldn't, this person wouldn't open up and talk to you about the things that you want them to. So again, what if you steered the energy there? They're very good at keeping their secrets. This person's probably a very capable communicator. They're just gonna, and again, and I think because there's something about this where they feel like they have every right to defend what it is that they're defending. It would be weird for you to breach that. It would be socially like weird or unacceptable. It would make you look a certain way to keep pushing. And they know that. And it would be information for them to have, like, about you if you were like continuing to try and, yeah, I protected myself from the mind games, ended it, and his ego went batshit crazy and blamed me. That's kind of like what I'm getting from this. Yeah, like there's really some confusion here. I do think that if you were going to repair this relationship, there would need to be a pretty convoluted is the word that I want to say, but it's not like right. A pretty contentious, maybe. You'd have to have a heated conversation. I don't think you'd get there with this person. I think they're refusing to go there, is what I think. I think they're refusing to go there because this person feels like they made a judgment call. They saw something here. They're sure about what they saw, and they made a decision about it. Thank you, Tasha, so much for the super chat. Yeah, they made a decision about it. This person, yeah, they saw something here. They're sure about what they saw. They made their decision. They don't want to put their guard down because they feel like they might just get tricked or like lied to or taken advantage of. Yeah, they don't know who you are. They don't know who you are. This person's afraid of you. They saw something or they heard something. Something went on here that made them afraid of you. So if you're baffled about this person's judgment call, they saw something. They know something. Something that was hidden or secretive. And because they are afraid of you. But they wouldn't be saying like that they're afraid of you. They would just be, oh, hey, like everything's fine. And I'm just going to have this very adept conversation and then I'm going to move to the side. Like, yeah. Yeah, the truth here. Maybe about a family, maybe about somebody in your family, maybe about this to me is Mercury in Virgo, which very much has to do with a routine. I am getting like the truth of work friend, work routine. Yeah. Like, what's going on here? Like, that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. And this feels like also I think the connection you have with this person, it feels very courtship. Regardless if this is a romantic situation or if a friendship situation, it feels courtship. It feels like you haven't really been let into the inner sanctum with this person. If you were in this person's inner sanctum, if you were a part of their family, if you had an established connection and something went wrong, this person would invest more time. That's what I'm getting. Like, something went wrong here at the beginning of this relationship. If it wasn't at the beginning, if this person had more of a relationship, knew more about who you were, this person would have invested more time into getting to the bottom of what was going on. But this person feels like they don't want to make the investment into the connection because of what they saw, because of how things started. That it feels like you got off on the wrong foot with this person in some way. And so that's what it feels like. It feels like I'd rather not make the investment of having this conversation, of having to fight, like, right off the bat to get to the heart of who you are. And then because I don't have very much information about you, having to trust you anyways, I'd rather not do that. I feel like that puts me in a negative situation. There's 7 billion people or 8 billion people in the world. I would just rather move on, like to keep it's strategy. It's strategy, but it's, the Emperor is our self energy. It's this person very much feels like they're in their own remit, that nobody is entitled to a friendship with them, a conversation with them, to their energy, to a relationship. Nobody's entitled to those things. This person very much like knows that. They know their boundaries and they know they're the decision maker. Yeah, this person feels like I stood in my power and I made a decision. That's what went on. And if you are a person who needs to be told, if you are an adult human being that needs to be told that that's what went on here, that I was an adult, I saw what I saw, and I made a decision about myself and who has access to me, when, where, and why. This, again, data for this person. It's not going to be a relationship they want to pursue. Because there was something sneaky here. This person feels like there was something sneaky or something hidden. Maybe competition, something like it. I think it put this person in their head. That's what I'm getting, is like they were like, I don't really know what's going on here. And I would have to have a certain kind of conversation with this person to figure it out. And I don't feel safe enough to do that because I don't trust what their agenda was or what was going on here, like behind the scenes. Yeah, with this devil energy. Yeah, this feels maybe secrets to do with partying, like a friend. And so this person kind of felt like they were the empress in this. I'm kind of getting that this is like a lot your guys' energy. Like you realize that you were the empress in the situation, that you were growing, that you had everything to offer a person, that you were flourishing, that things were looking up for you and you severed the connection is what I'm getting. Also, I feel like you've changed. Maybe this experience changed you or like transformed you. And I'm hearing you pulled your boundaries closer to yourself, or like you realized that you needed to do that here, like with this person. Yeah. There was some kind of decision here. This person saw something. It gave them a different perspective. And they realized that they were in their own energy, in their own remit, and they saw the situation the way that they needed to see it. It put them in an incredibly defensive position here, and they were very strategic. But I think this person's way of being strategic is just not, I'm hearing a refuse to fight with you. I refuse to have a conversation about this. That level of investment isn't where we are. The fact that that's where we have to start this off says all I need to know about maybe who you are, what was going on, the type of relationship this is going to be. I'm not invested yet, so I'm not going to invest. That's what it feels like. I'm going to divest from this space is what I'm hearing. Like, I believe a baby was happening behind the scenes. Yeah, could like something about a family, something about like, some kind of sexual something, could have been a text message. Yes, like what is this? Confused. This person's confused. And it could have been about like your options, or like, again, this is Venus and Scorpio, hidden relationship, hidden options. And this person they don't need to know if it was a yes, if it was a no, if it was Mary Beth or Mary Sue or Jilly Jane or whoever. They don't need to know that. This person's playing around. I'm done with it. That's what went on here. They were like, this person put me in my head. This person didn't make me feel secure. This person didn't choose me. At the end of the day, who are they choosing? Who are they with? This person's like, at the end of the day, this person didn't choose me. I'm also hearing they didn't choose to level up. They didn't choose to be direct. They didn't choose to be straightforward. Obviously, this person knows that like you might have felt that this person's kind of like just a negative space to you. And maybe you have negative feelings here, but I more mean that as like a vacuum. Like this person kind of this person has juicy energy. Okay. Like this is Empress energy. Like I said, I feel like this is all of you. Creative, vibrant, bohemian, very like makes the space come alive. And then all of a sudden one day this person removed themselves. They made a decision. That's what that was. This person is not nefarious. They don't have two sides that like, oh, finally you're getting like to see the real side of this person. They saw something here and that's all it was. This person put me in my head. That's all I need to know. That's not the kind of relationship I entertain anywhere in proximity of me. That's all I need to know about the situation. I'm moving on. I'm singing my song. I'm going to trust that this is the right decision to make. And then it's never a bad thing. I don't need to know what's going on behind the scenes is what I'm hearing. I don't need to know. I want something solid. I want something I can see. This is what this person wants. They want something steady in the routine. It kind of reminds me of myself when I'm like, I just don't see the appeal of twin flames, even if they are real, like, because I just very much believe in like upfront, like marriage, like I choose you and, you know, we choose each other. And that's a commitment that we renew every single day in the way that we speak to each other and the way that we react to each other. Like you're there to take the trash out and help me do the dishes. And that's to me what love is. That's like the definition. You don't make my life harder. You help me out. Like that's my definition of love. I don't understand the platitudes and like, oh, I'm fucking around behind your back. But like the love between us is so strong. Like it's worthless. Get it away from me. I don't want that. I don't want to be confused. Like that's kind of like, I feel like you guys vibe with me on that, where it's like, show up or don't. Like, if you're not showing up, I'll make the decision for you to just cut you loose. Like, I don't play games and I don't have people around me who play games, you know? There also could have been a friend group here. This feels like women that were around. So maybe it was a friend group, could have been people in like this person's family. Cause again, I think I'm tapping your energy here and you just didn't trust it. I think even like if you suspected something, the person you suspected it with, you know, they trash. You know, this person is not somebody that you would want as a friend. You know that they're like just starting shit. And so you keep your distance from that person as well. You keep your distance from that group of friends here as well. But again, it might be hard to see that for this person. I think this is something I'm meant to tell you because your energy is so juicy, because your energy is so friendly. Like, I just think that you're just friendly to everybody, but nobody can really, like, it's actually a rare person who you really let in. And so even if this person sees you kind of, you know, getting along, you just were raised right. I'm hearing you're just raised right. You have a pleasant countenance. You're a friendly person. You get along with a lot of people. You know how to find that connection and you build your connection. You're really a person, again, this is Empress energy, that like community just kind of naturally crops up around you because you're jovial and you're nice. Could have set this person off, but again, whoever they're hanging out with or chose over you or hanging around, you know, they have the opposite energy of you. This person's not, I'm loving towards everyone. It's very, and it's like, you want to align with that, enjoy. the consequences will suck for you. I don't need to go down that path with you to know that. Like, I just feel like somebody here bossed up. I just feel, and maybe they bossed up here in this situation. You could have, this is like resonating with you. You help this person redefine their boundaries or understand like where they had a boundary or what they're willing to tolerate or not tolerate. Like, this just to me feels like an empress that's an emperor, kind of like, you know, makes the decisions of her own remit. Could have been single. Like, this empress, I'm getting that single energy, but it's like has a healthy inner masculine and expects to have a healthy outer masculine. That's like really what I'm getting. That reflects her inner like healthy masculine. Like, yeah, so they ended something here, and this person bossed up and transformed. They could have like chosen a different path, or like, oh, I thought we were connected here. I thought we were vibing. I thought we agreed on certain like values and the way that we see the world and the kinds of people we think are cool. But I can see not. Like, yeah, there's something hidden about something that went on at a party. Something came out, like there's something secretive here that this person saw. And it caused them. And again, I'm feeling this confusion energy come in because it's like, oh, well then like, and who are they with? Well, somebody here saw something first that somebody was trying to hide behind the scenes because somebody here is sneaky and they were trying to get away with something that they did not get away with. And they can't face themselves about that. So then this person was like, guess I'm going to have to go a different way. And then might have gone on to accept a date from another person or, to explore a different path. They cut the cord and they moved on, and that's a healthy, normal, sane thing to do. But then it's like, oh, well, this person, because there's this confusing dynamic of like, you know, and it's like, well, I thought you were like with somebody. Well, I thought you were with somebody, but I'm hearing that Jamie Lynn Spears thing. He cheated first. He cheated first. And if you can't understand that, like somebody caught you out doing something and they saw it and they kept it to themselves and they just removed their energy from the space. That's what went on. Don't confuse yourself about it. Yeah. So I feel like, so I think like for a lot of you, this is your energy. And I think this person's probably pining after you because they're realizing who you are. I think maybe they thought this was lightweight energy. They saw Empress energy as lightweight energy. Like you being able to hold your space and flow from that space and be creative. They saw it as like a lightweight energy or something to be played with or like manipulated. This is an unhealed masculine is what it feels like that you're dealing with here. There's a very healthy, feels like Empress energy. Something about her is on a I'm seeing her in motion. And there is something here that's like, again, it's gestating. It's going to come out of her. That has to do like with her expression, and it's beautiful, and it's something that she's like working on. She feels in process. This could be she's in school, she's learning a trade, she has a project going, this new version of self that's being blossomed that is so much stronger and more vibrant. And again, right, it takes a lot to be able to own your space. Okay. And I think like, especially as a female in this world, and I just think that you're very capable and adept at doing that. And this person just didn't understand that energy. I think they disrespected it. And then they were like, she's stupid. She didn't know that I disrespected her, or like, she doesn't know that, or like, I'm so slick. I totally kept that a secret. And you were like, I'm going to let this idiot think that he kept that secret, and we're just going to see who he is. And I think he showed you who he was. Somebody who can't account and own up to exactly the type of person he is behind the scenes and what it is that he was doing. And I think there's something here like that, where it's like, I know all I need to know without knowing. Like, without knowing exactly, I know all I need to know. And that's what I'm going to get. Yeah, maybe like that this was a fantasy or something here like that. I don't know. So I just don't. So again, like if this really is your pile, I think you did something to piss this person off, and or just something that put them on the defense, that made them not be able to trust you. I don't think there was enough investment from this person's side to hash it out with you in a way that you wanted. Because you maybe feel like this person owes you a conversation or an explanation, and they very much feel like they don't. This person very much feels like, I'm my own person. I have my own standards that you can meet or not meet. And I have those standards so that I can make the decisions that I need to make to be a fully functioning person in this world. You know? I'm also getting that this person, I'm hearing Jesus complex. Like this person may have been taught that they're only a good person if they're like a complete pushover, or if they're endlessly forgiving, you know? But I'm hearing like, I'm not a messiah. Like I have to have healthy boundaries in order to function in the world. And you crossed mine. This is just me. This is how I navigate my life. Like, and we're different. Like the way in which this unfolded, it let me know that we are different. We hold ourselves to different standards. This is a person who holds himself to a standard. And that's why I think they're so like vibrant or beautiful or successful, is because they're not Yeah, there's a difference here in the people, in the people and how they run their lives. Somebody here holds themselves to a high standards, and it's coming across as like, if you shoot for the stars, at least you'll land on the moon. Meaning, even if I don't hit my standards every time, I don't expect myself to, I'm not perfect, but at least I'm not an asshole ever. And then somebody here scrapes the bottom of the barrel and is like, it kind of reminds me of a little kid that's just trying not to get in trouble. You know, that's like, it's very, I'm not touching you, or it's like, well, I didn't do that technically, you know. But if you shoot for that low bar to just like kind of ride above it, you're trying to get away with a lot of shit. It comes off the wrong way. And if you miss your target, because we all miss our targets, you're falling below the line of decency, is what I'm hearing. You're falling below the line of human decency. And you're going to lose people, good people in that, you know? And I think that's what happened here. So I think this is saying like, the standards need to be adjusted here for yourself. Like, yeah, I think a difference here was illuminated in how people operate internally. So where it's like, oh, I thought on the surface level that this was really something. And again, with that Lovers card coming out, it could have been like, this is my soulmate, you know, this is my twin flame, this is my person. There's like a lot of copacetic energy here, but then something happened and it was like, oh, that was just kind of surface, sparkle, shine, charm. Maybe you do that with everybody. Especially if you're running around here with secret options, maybe this is just how you operate in the world. Like I'm not trying to hitch my wagon to like a player. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because like I said, this person wants the 10 of Pentacles. They want that. They want the real thing, you know? And if that means having a little less pizzazz or charm around them, they'll do that. This is a very pragmatic person. They want something earthy and reliable and something that's going to be there for them, come through for them, you know, when they're sick, is holding the Pepto-Bismol, you know what I'm saying? Not out with other options, you know, like, okay, well, I'm going to call my other girlfriend because this one's down for the count. Like, no, this person doesn't want that. I have standards, period. I think that somebody ran into somebody's standard and then got hurt by the fact that they know they didn't show up. Like this person knows I think they can't admit it to themselves. Because this person's like, no, like we're soulmates, star-crossed lovers, like you are my person. And it's like, you need to raise your own bar. Your issue is with you, right? Something here like that. So again, if there's this funny like negative space, but I mean that as like a vacuum. Somebody just like, and it's on both sides because this Empress, I think, again, it's like, oh, there's something here that I don't know about. Got it. But then for this other person, it's like this feminine just vacuumed like out, took all her good juicy energy like out of this person's life, and then they were like, oh, everything's so empty or like, you know, confusing. Like it's a real loss. I think I'm talking to you guys. It's a real loss losing you. You bring that juicy energy. So yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna do because again, I just think this would be okay, I just saw sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. So I think when this wound was fresh, like this person, I'm seeing them like in bed, kind of just like, like, you know, who is this person? Like maybe there was sleepless nights or like what decision. This person did think a lot before they made this decision. But it's like once they made their mind up about it, and I think that was it. It's like, I'm really in my head about this person. They really put me in my head. And you know what? Somebody who is interested in me and loves me and wants me and has chosen me, they're not going to put me in my head about it. It's going to be very straightforward interaction. Like the fact that I have to guess about like your behaviors and what's going on here. Like it's not very masculine. You know, they're not direct, straightforward. I am what I am. It's not that. And they just don't want it. So I feel like I'm just repeating messages at this point, but this could relate to pile number 1 in the sense that this could be you, like the obstacle that they kind of put in your way. They created a situation here that put you at ill ease with this person and put your defenses up. And then they got baffled. They saw a woman stand in their power is kind of the way it's coming across, or a feminine energy standing in her power, which was just, I'm not playing these games and I don't tolerate people who do either. And then like just pulled back. And I think her take on it, the feminine here, is this is yours to fix. You muddled the space. It's yours to fix. You'll do it straightforward, direct. You'll nip it in the bud or you won't. And again, it's very much like I know something about you and I'm just going to sit here and watch who you are because I know this about you. I'm not going to tell you I know. I know you owe me a conversation. You should be telling me something that you're not telling me. And if you don't, that says a lot more about you than what it is that I think I know. If that makes sense. So Okay, Callie, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, I think that's it. I don't think this person's going to call you. I think you would more see this person out and about. I think they would be communicating with their body language that they're independent, that they're healthy, that they're vital, that they're strong, that they're growing, that they're expressive, something here like that. So, okay. Moving on here. Again, compassion energy. Oh my gosh. Oh, hold on. The T is giving us the T. Jess, I went to his wife. He did me dirty constantly. And I found out that there were several other women and he played the victim the whole time. Don't they always? I feel bad. Why do I when he hurt me? I don't know. I feel like that's like the start. Like, I feel like you're not even asking me really. Like, it's probably just a rhetorical question. But again, it's like, that's a self question, like for your own kind of probing. But I think maybe you feel that that's a reflection on you, that he treated you so bad. Maybe could be a part of the reading as well for some of you, but it's like you feel like he treated you so bad because he didn't love you and you weren't worthy of love or being treated with respect or being chosen, that he had to have like all these other women going on. But really, this is a displacement. He feels insecure in some way. He's not comfortable with himself in some way. So he displaces it on all of these like options. I'm kind of getting the vibe from this person that they prop themselves up like with their secrets or lies or their options in place of self-esteem. So that I don't think it's your energy, to be honest. Like, you being treated like that, it's not a reflection on you and your worthiness or not worthiness. It's a reflection on somebody else not being able to treat people well in their life. And that's a them problem. All right. Yeah. Okay. I did the ethical thing and stood in dignity, but I feel so damn guilty. Yeah, I feel like maybe this is like part of what you're working through too, is that you have every right to your space. You have every right to make the decisions in your life. All right, moving on here to pile number 3. Where'd that little seedy go? Okay, seed. Okay, if this person called you, all right, Spirit. If pile number 3's person called them, let me just get some. Okay. This person's funny. They think of you very highly, this person. They do. There is distance here. There's a sense of maybe something here from the grapevine. Okay, Spirit. Pile number 3's person called them. If they called them. There's a lot of singing. Maybe this person would sing to you. You're like, oh God, somebody's going to call me to sing. Dating and self-love, new options, back on the market, loving you, taking back control, finally being happy. Interesting. Red flags. Red flags. Hold on. Guilt. Bossy, selfish, and inflexible. Okay, because for some of you, I'm wondering if this isn't a love connection. Like, this could be a boss or something. Okay. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm laughing. Okay. This person, hold on. I need to pull a different deck. But I'm starting to get a funny message. I just want to make sure that I'm on the right track with this. Funny, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm laughing. Okay, you might... I feel like this person could tell you something that you see right through, okay? Like, that's the energy that I'm getting, okay? Like, putting on a little performance, like, for your benefit. And, okay, like, kind of the energy that I'm getting is, like, okay, this self-love energy, like, they might talk about how they have, like, all this self-love and, they're taking back control. They're finally happy, but like they're really hurting, I think, behind the scenes. Like, and I don't mean to laugh about that, but I think like there's something here about like the red flags. Maybe this person sees like your self-love journey as being a red flag, which is strange. But for some of you, I think this person would be like, and I'm just loving myself. And I'm just, you're like, okay. Okay. So Spirit, if pile number 3, I'm going to get the people involved. Okay, so just show me pile number 3 and then show me pile number 3's person. Show me pile number 3 and then pile number 3's person, Spirit. Ooh. Okay, interesting. You're coming up the Mother of Pentacles here. Lovely energy for you, solid, stable. This person is climbing out of something here. They really are. They realized something here needed to change. Yeah. Okay. Moon. Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. And you might have a conversation here where it's like, what's the point of this? Like, where is this going? I'm also seeing this person kind of moving away from you though. Okay. Guilt. Ugh. Maybe somebody's, hold on. I'm getting a lot of different energies here for this. Like I'm getting like, for some of you, somebody's breaking up with somebody here. Cause somebody here really is like, they were with somebody who was like guilty. They felt guilty. They were dating other people, whatever. And somebody else is like, well, I'm loving myself and like, I'm moving away. So this could like, for some of you be a legitimate breakup because somebody here has realized their worth and their value. And it's like, I just recognize that something here needs to change. There's not a lot of color here is what I'm noticing. Okay. Spirit. New energy here, new energy. Energy for pile number 3. Pile number 3's person called them. Okay, interesting. We have younger woman and goldfish. It says dealings or relationship with a younger woman, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. So there could be a younger woman that is involved here who has, again, this could be you. Again, that's coming in on the Mother of Pentacles. This other person wants a reconciliation. Okay, honor and respect will come to you. I kind of think they want honor and respect. Like, and they see you as having it. Maybe they want your honor and respect. Compliments. Okay, so there would be a lot of compliments here. There would be, this is starting to come together here. This could be a person from your past. I think this person, yeah, they would have a lot of compliments here. They might want to ask you out on a date or something. Or out to something. This person would want to, they might tell you that they've heard certain things about you, like through the grapevine or something. Like, can we get together? Can we have a celebration? Can we have some kind of an enjoyment? But this person is wanting a reconciliation. They want it to be full of like really good energy. Family matters. Okay, this is like what's behind the scenes. We have family matters, chain of events that will affect your life, and pleasure with a close friend. Now that could be you. Like maybe they want pleasure with a close friend, but I don't think that you are a close friend here. So, okay, no, this is a major challenge to overcome. I'm not sure if this is a different energy that we're picking up on than the other piles here, but there's some kind of major challenge to overcome. So I feel like this person wants a change in your relationship, wants to reach out for you, might say something like, I've heard certain things like through the grapevine, but it's left a lot to their imagination because I'm just noticing all the black white energy here. Like in these cards, there's not a lot of color. So it's like, okay, well, they've heard certain things and maybe they would say like it's been amplified or it's getting louder in some way because I'm seeing this almost like a speaker box or something. They could say that they have heard things about like you changing or like you transforming or something. Like, can we get together? I would love to take you out, like to enjoy certain things, right? Someone you know is undependable and sincere. This is that there's a misunderstanding about it, okay? This person feels like there's a misunderstanding here in your relationship that maybe they are independable and sincere, or maybe they felt like you were independable and unsincere, maybe because of your age here. And again, this feels like a past sort of connection. I'm also getting the sense that this person invested a lot in something or in some kind of place. It didn't work out. And so they're trying to elevate like from that position. But this person feels like there's been a misunderstanding here. And maybe it has to do with this major challenge to overcome. And they want to try to get together with you. It doesn't exactly feel bad. Like, it doesn't exactly feel bad. Maybe this person makes you laugh. Maybe that's why I was laughing at the beginning. Maybe this person's afraid that you're going to laugh at them. They could bring up, again, your journey to self-love. There could have been red flags here in the past. Or again, maybe you picked, oh, okay. Yeah, you could have picked up on this person's energy and you read it as a red flag. And this person's feeling guilt. Yeah, this person feels like there was forces working against you here. So this person could talk about family. Lighthearted, carefree time and wealth. Somebody here has a lot of money. New creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. Excitement. Get back to the basics. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Fair man. Dealings with a relationship with a man with blonde or gray. They could talk about a friend here. Or maybe this is you, like that they have. Or maybe they would go out with this particular friend. Who is a better influence. Oh, okay. So I think this person has a better influence in their life now than what they had before. This is coming in kind of choppy because I'm getting the sense that you haven't talked to this person in a while or something. And they've made certain changes. They feel like there's been some kind of misunderstanding. I think they would, when they got you on the phone, or maybe they would like message you, because I'm seeing like the black and white, like, so it could be text message or something. Like, hey, I haven't heard from you in a while. I've been hearing things about you, you know, and it could have to do with like family. Maybe you have a family now. Or they could have heard something about your family. Like, can we catch up? Can you fill in the blanks for me? Can you fill in the color for me? And this might, for some of you, connect with pile number 2, because remember I said your energy is so colorful, it's so juicy, but you could feel on the defense from this person. And this person, it feels like there's been a misunderstanding, and that was like the wall, and I kind of been picturing the wall of China, like, but it's wobbly, you know? So this person, yeah, could have put a wall up between the two of you. They might bring you a gift. This person wants to bring you a gift, maybe flowers or like something nice. They want to take a chance. I'm hearing that, like, take a chance on me, da-na-na-na-na, from Mamma Mia. Here I go again, Mama, how could I forget you? Oh, and that whole thing is like, there's 3 people from her past that like love her still and like want to be with her. So I don't know. You might have several people from your past that are like thinking this way about you. Okay, this one's like kind of hard for me to get to. Look, gossip. So I think, yeah, that's what I'm getting is like, okay, well, I've heard a lot about you from the grapevine. I think there's multiple people. Maybe people are hearing things about you here. I think very highly of you, though. I'm getting that. And something here has changed, or like, I don't know. This is kind of crazy. I just don't think that the phone conversation would include a lot, to be honest. I just think it would be you guys meeting up. But this person maybe would bring a friend. Okay, what do they want to say? Let's get some hidden truth. This person definitely has a hidden truth. What's the problem with this? No, I don't think there's a problem necessarily. I don't know. But there is this kind of feeling like, what? Like, huh? Like, what's going on? Like, why are you texting me? Or like, I don't know. He's a comedian, LOL. I could fall in love with a plastic bag if it showed me attention at this point. Oh my God. Don't be confused. Oh, yeah, like, I think that's the vibe. Like, why is this person reaching out? Okay, so what I'm getting, I think this is a person from, well, it doesn't have to be from your past. Okay, let's just like kind of link this back in, okay? Because it's coming in, like, I'm hearing spotty connection. So maybe you do have a spotty connection here with this person or something. I think this person would more than likely text you or reach out to you on social media or something. I'm seeing it's like typing instead of on the phone. Okay, and I think this person would say something like, hey, I've heard a lot about you. So if this is a new person, it's like maybe they heard a lot about you, you know? Something that you do, a craft that you have, if this is a new person. For a lot of you, though, I think this is somebody here from your past. I'm honestly hearing the word 3. I think there could be 3 people that are in this energy towards you. Some could be from the past, some could be in your present. I've heard a lot about you through the grapevine. I think you're a really like great person. And they would be trying to make plans with you. That's what the phone call, if they called you, they would be trying to make plans with you. They would probably invite you to some kind of party or an event. they might ask you out on a date. So for some of you, if you're on like a dating app or something, then this person might reach out to you on that dating app. Like they could have found your dating profile or something. So if this is somebody from your past, they could have found your dating profile and like maybe you have a kid now or something, and like they would want to reach out and be like, hey, do you want to meet up? Like they could be trying to find you like on a dating app, or maybe like this is a new person on a dating app and maybe there is some kind of loose tie or connection, or they're just vaguely aware of you. I don't know. There feels like multiple people in your energy. And yeah, this person is like, I think they've recently gone through some kind of an ending, this person, maybe with a job or something. And they're trying, again, this person's trying to like make better moves for themselves. So they would be trying to ask you out. That's what this the goal of the phone call would be, to take this into a more meet space kind of an arena. You were the best thing in my life, but then it flipped upside down. So again, I think this is what this person's leaving behind. They thought something was really, really good, whether it was a job or whether it was like a relationship or a connection. They thought it was really, really good. It ended up to be not so great. And then that's what got this person nostalgic and thinking about you, if this is somebody here from your past. Okay. I lost myself for a little while. Yeah, this person kind of feels like they were lost in something and that they invested a lot into something that didn't work out. So maybe they would talk to you about this, like on the phone conversation, but it would be very much like vague, and they would kind of gloss over certain things. I left and I saw you with someone. So, yeah, this person, I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. I wish I treated you better. So this person, they could have left when they saw you with somebody here in the past. Or maybe you left when you saw them with someone. Again, this might be kind of a mirrored energy. I don't react when people mention you. I wish things could be different. I want to tell you how I feel. This person very clearly wants to tell you how they feel. They want an in. They want an opportunity. Potentially for some of you, they want an opportunity to explain something, to explain a misunderstanding that they feel like they had about you or that you had about them, or something that lines like got crossed here in the crossfire is what I'm hearing. So, and that could be technology, like especially if this is a new person. It's like, well, we were trying to connect in the past. So for some of you, this is even like a work thing. And they were like, we were trying to connect, and then it was like a very spotty kind of connection, or things kind of like fizzled out. Like, can we redo that kind of conversation? I'm not getting a bad energy from this, but I think there might just be confusion on your part as to why this person's reaching out. But I think this person they're trying to start a new beginning. There's something here that ended that they thought was really great. It ended up not being great. In the rubble of this person recognized you as being this Queen of Pentacles. So you're stable. Maybe like this could be for a job opportunity. Like, so maybe this person's reaching out about a job, or again, like for some of you, or again, I think there's multiple people here that are tapping your, that's why I was all of a sudden getting multiple kind of situations. I think they'd like to take you out on a date, but I think, or like have dinner or discuss something or something. But for some of you, this is like an old, this is like an old energy maybe that wants to reconnect. Somebody is wanting to they're either wanting to make a connection with you, or they're wanting to reconnect, but they want to move this into meet space. So that would be the purpose of the phone call. And I don't think it would be a phone call. I think it would be a text. If this person has your number. Otherwise, they accidentally found you on like a dating app or something, and it brought things back, or I don't know. Or they just found your social media. I don't know. I just heard that was the moment I knew. Like something about the moment. I just feel like this person's been reflecting a lot, but it feels like they've been reflecting a lot on their life and their decisions and where they've been investing, maybe their money, maybe how they make money, and where they spent their time and their energy. It just feels like this person invested a lot in something that they didn't align with them, or wasn't what they dumped. They feel like they dumped out the higher cup in some way. And it could have been an opportunity to work with you or be creative with you, or it was a relationship with you somehow. And I'm hearing that was the moment I knew, like by Taylor Swift, that song. So this person is, they made a decision here. They were in their emperor energy. They thought that they were like, on their throne, that they had options. They were making decisions or whatever. And then again, whatever they thought was their remit or something didn't work out. And then they've had to spend some time going inward. And that's very divinely guided here, but it's in order to change their fortunes. And this person may well have been having money problems. I'm not really getting I think this person's like on their way out of that. They had to do some reflecting, and they thought of you, and they realized that you're the star here. And maybe that they ended things in a bad way. That's what I'm getting. They were torn. This person was torn. And again, like, I think for some of you, this is romantic, but for others of you, this has to do with like work or like a job opportunity or a decision that was made. Maybe they thought you were trying to be an authority, like you were trying to control them or something. But I think this person was involved with somebody then. That for some of you, this person was blaming you for things. They were saying you were this way and that way. And then Spirit was like, this person is very much not that way. And if you need to be shown what that actually looks like in your life, here you go. Like, as a teaching tool, like, this is what it looks like to actually have a tyrant as a partner or a boss, you know? So yeah, this person could have felt like they betrayed you, and they want to start slow here. They do. And they want this to be a material beginning, a new beginning. And they want to work up to talking about what it is that they're ashamed of, or the fears or the illusions that they had around you or this connection. What they feel bad about. This person feels bad about something. And they want to work together, and they want to build something here, and they want to put in the work. And potentially this is a person who like wants to be your man, or like they want to be your woman, and they realize they were on some stuff in the past and they don't like what they see. They had a lot of love for you. This person had a lot of love for you that they were not heeding, they didn't listen to, and they don't like what they see, because when they see this, they see the Page of Swords. This person saw themselves as the King of Cups. They thought that they had a lot to offer, that they were offering you everything, but then when they look back, they were like, I was just a page, and I was confused, and the way that I was communicating was, again, spotty. That's what I'm getting with this person. It's like spotty communication, and I think you have to like put the dots together, and you're like, what? Like, what are you saying? Why are you communicating with me? I think you think this makes sense. It does not. Like, you know, something here like that. And they're realizing that they were not communicating effectively in the past, that they were, I would say, in some low vibration. This person just could have been young or like immature, but they thought that they were bringing this King of Cups energy. And it could have been because of the emotion that they felt for you, that they thought that meant they were bringing a lot to the table. But actually, when they compared, okay, well, I had all these feelings, but actually when I look at what I did and how I communicated and how I actually followed through, it really wasn't a lot. And again, this could be in the business world for a job opportunity, or it could be romantically. I think there's at least 3 people potentially in different arenas of your life that want to have this conversation with you. They feel like they slept on you. They didn't recognize the opportunity in front of them to work with you, or to build with you in some way. Yeah, they secretly want to send a message here that potentially could turn things around for them. They feel a lot of burden, and they recognize your worth and your value and what you bring to the table, and how independent you are. It's another thing. And they want to offer you something real. They want to offer you something real, something tangible, something weighty. This person is bearing the responsibility of making some kind of, I'm hearing prior commitment. So they might want to honor a prior commitment with you, but they're turning that corner in their soul here. They're working on making sure they're disciplined. So maybe for some of these people, they realized they weren't disciplined in the past. So you had to fire them, you know, or like, so you had to cut away from them. They're working on like actually being disciplined. And other things could have fallen through for this person because of that energy. I don't think they're malicious. I just think that they didn't realize how little they were bringing like to the conversation or to the table before. Anything else? They don't react when people mention you. He masks his energy as a new person. He's a narcissist. Yeah, and for some of you, because I remember, like I said, there's multiple people here who come in this way. And my first one was me laughing because, like, you already know. Like, that's definitely one of these people that could be coming in from the past, is somebody that maybe there was the dating card and there was guilt that was coming out on one side, and they felt a lot of guilt about whatever was going on dating wise. And then there was the self-love and the red flags. So you bossed up, you had self-love, you read the red flags here. You knew this person was dating other people, or you knew that they were a bullshit artist or like whatever. And this person actually is wanting to come back in, and for some of you, it's fake. This person is like, oh, I feel so guilty. I feel so bad. And I think like for those of you where that's your situation, that was the laughter where it's like, Like, the fact that you think I would believe you. Like, this is so clearly an act. Like, for some of you, that's one of these people that wants to come back in, okay? But for others of you, there's a really genuine energy that's coming back in. They really have kind of, that doesn't mean that they're your man or they're your woman and that they're even capable of doing that. I think they just want another chance to have a conversation, to start things off on the right foot, to maybe explore things, the people that you are now is what I'm hearing, and to clear up some kind of misunderstanding that they feel happened in the past. But they're trying to kind of ease their way into it because they want to invite you to some kind of celebration or party or gathering that's maybe a little more flex space. Also, this person might feel like you wouldn't just come back for them. Like, because, yeah, you wouldn't just come back to like have dinner with them, you know, or something like that. Even though I think this person does want to get you talking, but they want to ease into it. They want to kind of come in from the side. They want to kind of come in, you know, yeah. Spear, heartache over what, somebody's really feeling heartbroken about what they no longer have. And temporary problems lead to success here and healing. Time to go out and have fun. So this person is trying to look at this as like a temporary obstacle or temporary problem. Vacation. They might want to go on vacation or something here with you. Lighthearted, carefree time. Again, like that just keeps coming up. Like this person is like, let's just go have a lighthearted, carefree time. Like, remember, like let our energies like intermingle. We can laugh, you can laugh. But that is their way of greasing the wheels. And I just want you to know that. Like, just so you don't get swept up somebody's river that you might not want to be. But I'm not getting a bad vibe from this. Brody, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, it's that sideways, hey friend energy wanting a relationship. But like with this healthier person, I think they do, but it's not like clingy. It's not like, oh, like they're not trying to push you into anything. But like with that first person, they're a joke. And I think you know they're a joke. Yeah, and then there's somebody here maybe even on a work front. It's like, hey, we were going to work together. We were talking about doing this, and then I kind of flaked out. And I didn't realize that I flaked out, but I realized I really wasn't giving you much in terms of communication or in terms of, like, it was very spotty, and we weren't really talking about that. And yeah, there's a return to nostalgia here. It's like a return to the past with a 6 of Cups and feeling like there's a lot of potential in this relationship that did not have an opportunity to fully flourish because somebody here was in and out. And it could have been that somebody here was in some player ass energy, like if this was a love connection. But again, somebody could have just been in and out, like in your mundane life. So there's people that want to reconnect with you. And, you know, I get this energy all the time because a lot of you are just really, really great people. I'm not a naive person, and I don't think that everybody tunes into my channel is just the bee's knees. But a lot of you really are. And, like, you really are that bitch. You really are, like, that person who brings a lot to the table. And people remember your energy. And if people slept on you, they think about it, you know, because you bring that energy to the table, that you're genuine, you're authentic, you do bring value to the table, you are interesting, you are different. Look, I want to be more than friends. That's at the bottom of the deck here. So again, it's like this could be some kind of distant friend connection. Maybe you were talking about working together or moving in together, something, right? I want to be more than friends. It's like, I want to be your roommate, or I want to be your business partner. I realize that I want to actually do this. That's for one of these energies. But there's definitely, like somebody said, that sideways energy of, it's that sideways, hey friend energy wanting a relationship. Yeah, like it's kind of coming in from the side, like, but I actually want to be more than friends. I lost myself for a little while, and I'm starting to understand our connection. So yeah, I'm starting to understand where I went wrong. Somebody here has done a lot of reflecting, and it's kind of come full circle, but it doesn't mean like they're kind of wrapping up this cycle, but you don't owe this person anything. I think this healthy person here understands that. Like they do know that you don't owe them anything, and they may have fucked it up. I'm hearing always leave a good name behind you in case you wish to return. So some of these people might be parsing out, did they leave a good name behind them in case they wished to return to you? And some of those people, like, I think there might have been a misunderstanding. They feel that it's a misunderstanding. But some of these people did leave a good name with you. It just might not have been a stellar name, but it's like they did leave a good name with you. And, you know, that's what I'm getting. This is a weird one. And I feel like, because notice this, like it just looks like a speaker, and it looks like there's several steps to kind of like narrow in like towards you. That's kind of what I'm getting. So there might be several conversations or several steps, you know, and this person knows that. Then you'll have to have several conversations. You'll have to flesh it out. They also see you as this pearl, and I always think, whenever I think of the pearl, I think of agitation, because it's like the sand that gets in the clam and it annoys the clam until it calcifies it. So there could have just been some kind of annoyance, or just this person might have felt a little annoyance from spirit, like, you know, of like, you got to get right with pile number 3, or I was trying to work through you and pile number 3, or I was trying to, like, this was the higher cup in some regard, like, get back to pile number 3. You need to think about this. You need to revisit this. There was something there, like, you know, replaying on this person's mind that was kind of grading them over and over again. And potentially, like, there's something here that's going to turn them into their pearl. But yeah, they feel like they want you and you're the pearl, and they also might feel like you're very sweet. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting. I'll just pull some more from this messages deck. I can't get over you. Like, there's a lot of that. I'm just hearing like that return to the past. I can't get over you. There was something here. I lost myself for a little while. I went over here and built something with with somebody else. I partnered with somebody else, either in business or like romantically. It didn't suit me. I should have known that. Like, I wasn't myself. I want to get back together. That's like I admire how hard you work. There's like an admiration here, like, for your energy. I miss you. I hope you're not with someone else. Like, I hope my spot's not filled. Like, even if this is a work thing, I'm having wild thoughts about you. I'm planning on calling you soon. I miss being around you. I want you, but I shouldn't. Yeah. So there's that. That was interesting. Pile number 3. Man, that took a while. You know what? That's exactly it. It bothers me sometimes when the readings come out like that, like so evocative of what's actually going to go on, because it frustrates me. So I think, again, like, at first when this reading started off, it's like, what are we getting at? What are we doing? This is so confusing. Like, who are you in this scenario? Like, you know, are you this toxic ex? Are you somebody who genuinely has like leveled up in their understanding? Are you wanting, like, what's going on? Why are you, what? Because it's spotty kind of communication, because this person plans on kind of working in towards you. So at the beginning, you might just be like, what a random string of events or text messages that I've just received. Like, you know, or I don't understand, or like, you might not put like too much in. This person's not going to be direct, but they're working you. And not all of these people are nefarious. Yeah, it took him a minute to get there. Exactly. Like, this person just might not know how to approach this either. I also think, like I said, they built somewhere they shouldn't have, that didn't suit them. They poured a lot out, and it could have cost them a lot of money, could have cost them a lot of time, or even just like the time is money thing of like, I should have been investing my time and energy with this person and actually building something over there, and then it would have been flourishing and it would have actually been in full swing or something like now. But now I got to start over from square one, you know? And that could have been a divorce, or it could have been like a job situation that didn't work out. I don't know. Okay, compassion. This is how the Buddhists meant for this to be done. Compassion. Right. Love, light, joy. Okay, sorry. I am stupid. All right.
Just because your chanting looks a little bit different doesn't mean it's wrong.
I just saw myself, and this used to be how I looked like back in the day. It's kind of like weird. I used to always straighten my hair, and it's like tripping me out a little bit. I'm like, oh my gosh, Jess from the early 2000s. Like, hey girl. All right. Sorry. It's like watching myself. Oh. General message. Yeah, I'm going to do that. That was our general message. Thank you for tuning into this live stream. I'm kidding. I'm joking. All right. General messages. Oh my gosh. You guys are so sweet to me. Okay. What deck should we use? What deck should we pull? You know what? I'm being very musical, and I have been very musical like all week. But actually for my entire life. Once I got a massage from a lady, and she was like, are you musical? And I was like, I mean, I don't like sing or anything like professionally. I played the clarinet and actually through high school. But no, but I'm sing-songy, because she was like, when I was massaging you, I was hearing a song that was like, when I was 1, da-da-da-da, when I was 2, da-da-da-da, when I was, and she was like, it felt very personal, so I stopped listening, and I was like, that is the most me thing I've ever heard. Oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet. But yeah, I feel like there might be something here like very musical, but I kind of feel like it's clearing out like your energy or your space. I feel like you're in a good like way and it's moving something. It's actually doing something. It's actually like moving energy, or it's connecting you maybe with like an earlier version of yourself that was like straight hair or something. Maybe you should play around with your look or something. I don't know. Okay, so Spirit, let's see. What deck should I use? Oh gosh. Oh goodness. Okay, what is the general message? Don't you bust out with the jazz hands? Okay. Spirit fingers. Remember that? Okay, sorry. I just feel, and we're moving on up. I feel like that there's the winds of change and it's like positive, happy change that's around you. Okay. Spirit. Okay. New energies that's coming in. New energies, new energies, new energies. New energies, new energies, new energies. New energies, new energies, new energies. Okay, what's coming through for the general message? Spirit. Okay. That forced its way out. I don't know if I'm going to take these, to be honest. But look, we got the 10 of Cups. Again, joy, happiness. Look, but like underneath it was like a tower. Oh, wait, this is this person that's like trying to come back. And I knew they were going to try to come in here. This is the person who's like, hey, it was a tower moment for me to realize that I didn't take your higher cup. And I want to offer you my cup now. And I want you to know my truth. And I've spent some time alone and I've been very conflicted. And I want to have everything with you. Like that person's really trying to bust in. I knew they were. That's why I was like trying to take some time to clear the palette. And like, I just felt them really wanting to come in here. Hold on. Let's just clear the space even more. That's sometimes I feel like I want to take more time like in between the piles, but I also don't want to like, I don't know, make people just stare at me for like a couple minutes. Is this cute? Okay. I'm in a mood today. All right. New messages, Spirit. New. What do you want to talk about with the people, Spirit? What do you want to talk about with the people here, Spirit? I'm not taking that one. What do you want to talk about, Spirit, with the people? What do you want to talk about? General messages here. General messages. What do you want to bring up, Spirit? For the highest vibrational good of all beings, what do you want to bring up? Okay. Okay, I'm hearing The Road Home by MC Yogi. God bless every soul traveling the world home. I feel like, again, this is a temperance energy. You have really leveled up. I think you're the kind of last person to realize because you've been on like the tail end of this energetic change. There has been an ending here in your life, and maybe I'm seeing cord cutting. Like I think that you have really cut the cords here with some kind of like entity, individual, something here, and there could have been like clinging to it, almost as if it was like your identity or something. You were like kind of holding on, like resisting some kind of change that you needed to make, like within your environment, within yourself, within a relationship, like cutting some kind of cords. This decision though is being highly supported by Spirit, and you're in this kind of temperance energy, and some of you like might need to actually cry. Like, oh, okay. It's showing me like the energy of grieving, and you know, like the 5 stages of grief. Thank you so much, Nikki, for the super chat. So they're showing me the stages of grief, right? And keep in mind, like the stages of grief, that's not a linear journey. You can pop all around it, right? So it is denial, anger. And I feel like we've been in anger energy. Like I feel like that's been coming up. And I just want to say this as well. And I feel like Spirit is like kind of reaffirming this. A lot of women are taught to dissociate from their anger, that it's unladylike or it's unbecoming, or it's not spiritual for you to feel anger or have an edge to you or have a growl and a bite and claws. But it's a normal part of the human experience, and it's a part of the grieving experience. And I feel like some of you needed to get mad. Yeah, and I'm hearing you get mad, you get strong, wipe your head, shake it off, then you stand. Your own mistreatment, because there was a cycle that you were stuck in. And it could have been for some of you. Okay, this is interesting. For some of you, I feel like the anger was actually being stuck on a loop with a person who is like actually a very high vibrational soulmate, but that person just never did anything like towards you to forward things. So it's like, I don't even know why I'm mad at you. I just know that you're not doing what you need to do. And it's been a drain on my energy or whatever. or just, I can never actually like move this, but it was still like a disrespect in the treatment or like the lack of treatment. And I just think that you're over it. Like something here, like you're really over and you are tempering out your energy. It really has leveled you up. I do feel like this is Mula energy for me. Like I'm seeing that, that transition point, that Gandanta from Scorpio into Sagittarius. And the Mula energy a lot of times is an extreme shift in fortune, but I think this is also an extreme shift in your focus. I think that you should expect this. And I do see like a more direct kind of spiritual focus, or just I'm hearing who am I? Who could I become? You know, and like you're leveling up into like your personhood energy. That's what Sagittarius is all about. It's the beast becoming man, but it's more focusing on the second journey. And it's about the second leg of the journey throughout the zodiac, which does have a more spiritual purpose. And you are going to be, you've really, this is a journey to like your own inner strength. Like that's what I'm getting. Like you have a lot of strength and it's guiding you forward. There's something here that's actually illuminating a path forward. And Spirit wants you to know the truth is that it had to go, is what I'm hearing. The truth is that it had to go. It was holding you back. Now, usually the 8 of Cups, it speaks to some kind of intuitive knowing because the cups are usually like intact. So, but it's like kind of like having this intuitive knowing that like all of a sudden this isn't right for me. Before the cups sour, you decide to like walk away. But these cups are broken and they are like, look at those cups, okay? This is not like an intuitive kind of a hit. So I feel like you could have been left in like the carnage or the wreckage of like some kind of a situation here. And it was like a major block or obstacle. And the truth about this is leading to some kind of like transformation here. There also could have been involvement from a third party, whatever that third party energy is for you. Like it could have been a person. I'm hearing like a karmic. And for some of you, I'm hearing like I'm seeing like a leech, like a giant leech just on your head. And this, I'm hearing mother, like this could have been a mother wound, or it could have come in from the mother's side of things, or like, but it's some kind of third party energy that was very snake-like. It was very vice-like. And, your weapon against whatever this is that was keeping you bound is the truth, like cutting free with some kind of truth energy, which is that there needed to be a decision made here. So this is a precipice energy, and it's leading you somewhere. It really is. It's leading you to some kind of like wish fulfillment, some kind of peaceful energy, some kind of loving energy, transformational energy. Something here was like really weak and it needed to go, and you are ready for this journey. So I feel like I'm supposed to big you up, like here in this general message, like, yes, the wind is at your back. The wind is in your sails. Move forward from this place. Like you are just being supported. This is a very divinely guided decision to walk away from whatever was keeping you bound or keeping you trapped, or yeah. And again, this Mother of Wands, like it could have been a mother issue or like a mother wound, or take this how it resonates. But yeah, it was keeping you. This person, whoever it was, might have come off like a Queen of Wands type, like a very sexy, charismatic. You could have some kind of quick results here with this person in some regard. You could have felt like it was a divine union and that you were doing like spiritual things here, but all of that was a lie because this person might be actually attached to somebody else, to be honest. But they're very conniving. They're very manipulative. They have their own plans, their own strategy that they were trying to enact here like the whole time. And yeah, there's something from their past that they were attached to. So this could be like some kind of string is what I'm hearing, like a negative conga line, basically, of people who can't let things go from their past. And it was preventing you from having a like new beginning. And yeah, there needed to be a painful ending here. I kind of feel like this was in the past. So cut it off because it's been preventing some kind of new end or new beginning. And I feel like you're creating this dead end energy like for this person, but you're finally pushing the burden back on their own plate. And that way you get to be in this Daughter of Cups energy. This is actually big energy, like for you. This Daughter of Cups energy, it seems small, but I feel like some of you have not been able to be in your vulnerable side for a while because maybe you got tangled up with a person who is so manipulative or like always in your energy, could strike, like, I don't know, sucks basically. And it meant that you couldn't be in your vulnerable energy. So this is actually, I'm seeing like a new little baby bud like sprouting off of a plant. And it's just so hopeful. It's just so gosh darn hopeful. And you're in this beautiful like little duck energy and probably feeling very creative and just gentle and young in a good way in your energy, and just like that simplicity of a childlike nature. And that's actually what's moving you forward here at Speed. So that was all the songs that I was getting, the like, I'm never gonna give you up, never gonna let you. Am I Rickrolling you right now? I just rickrolled you. I didn't even mean to, you know? Playing around, like joking around with your friends, just being in some good ass energy is actually like reviving your heart. It's reminding you you are. It's getting a seed that is you're gonna plant in the ground, and it's leaving somebody else here in the dust, and it's leaving them to think about what they did, which is probably what you wanted them to do the whole time. But you were just like waiting around, like, are we gonna have this conversation, or can you give me what I need, please? And this person can't, and so you were like, and I will do it then. Once again. Like, you know, and so this person they really wanted to move forward here. Somebody did, and they saw you. Somebody here, again, we have this energy coming in. It's like the haunting. I'm hearing ghost of the bitter bitch, but like they're haunting around, and I think people could be talking about you, but it's in a pleasant way. Finally, is what I'm hearing, because some people talk about you in a negative way. We pick that up because they're intimidated by your energy, but yeah, like this is soft, gentle energy. I feel like, yeah, this is a new energy, and it might feel like stagnant in a way where maybe nothing's going on, but I just feel like you're in your feminine energy. But it's that Page of Cups, and because it's not doing energy, it's being energy. Finally. Okay. And I'm getting this for a lot of you, and I think I kind of resonate with this too, and I think that a lot of you might, like, where you've had to be a lot in your masculine energy because so many people weren't coming through, and you weren't safe to just like be. There was no protection, so you had to do a lot, and it made you like more in your masculine side. But now I think that other people are starting to pick up the things that they were trying to dump onto your plate that should never have been on your plate, that should have never been your responsibility to like clean up. And because of that, you actually are shifting into your feminine side more, which is that little duck-like kind of energy. And it's giving people an entirely new perspective on you. I think it's giving you a new perspective on the world. There's a lot that's going to be happening, but it's visions. Like colors might seem brighter. This doesn't feel immediate. This feels like maybe in the summertime. I feel like the summer is going to be really sweet for you. Like really just sweet, open, like breath of fresh air kind of energy. And other people have to do their dark night of the soul. Kind of, they are building things that are beneath the surface. But you are as well. It's just that it's with this beautiful childlike energy that's actually the basis for maybe like a boost in your intuition here. Oh my gosh. Spirit is not wanting to say too much about this, okay? But there's like, you switching into that energy is what's bringing in the winds of change for a love connection. But Spirit's kind of hiding this from you a bit. It's like, oh, this is a surprise. Oh, this is a surprise. And I'm hearing, Madeline Bailey tastes like karma. Kissing you tastes like karma. But it's like karma in a positive sense. Before you, there was drama. Before you, there was drama, drama, drama. But kissing you tastes like karma. It's like you're getting your karma, you're getting your kickbacks. I just feel like this is a group where you had a lot of like barnacles or like hangers on energetically from your past lives is what I'm getting. And because you were so sweet and because you were so tolerant, and what you were tolerating was basically this setup where you showed your love by doing the work for everybody else. And now you're kind of bossing up in your energy and saying like, this is really unfair, and it's also not what love is, and I don't want it. And you know, you can either rise up with me or I'm going to cut you off. And that's what I'm talking about here. This cutoff energy, your cutoff game. Spirit is pushing you in that direction, encouraging. This has been a very divinely guided situation because you don't owe anybody. You're not, wherever it was, you're nobody's sacrificial lamb. And yes, to sacrifice means to make sacred, but you have over-sacrificed. And it's made you more in your lamb energy and not your lion energy. So I feel like there's an imbalance, like, because you've been in your masculine side, but you've also been a lamb. And I actually think your feminine side is your lion energy. And I think that's getting on board and online too. And it's creating a magnetism. Like you really are going to be drawing like a lot of people around you. Yeah. Or you're like good vibes, good music. I'm like seeing you at a barbecue, like just face full of watermelon, and like you've got a kebab and like, you know, like your visor on and sunscreen like smudged under your eyes, and you're like, woo, you know, like you're just having a good time. Like this is what you've been needing, and it's healing for your soul. This is like your work. You've more than earned this. And it's such a good sign that you're kind of letting go of all this stuff. I feel like you've had to be way too tightly wound, you know, way too on your game, way too, because you just never knew who was going to let you down next, or like where the next obstacle was going to come from. But I just think that you're finally getting to a place where you're like, Yeah, I'm just picturing you like dance, like swaying in the wind. Like, have you ever seen those videos on the YouTube with the elephants when they start playing the music and the elephants start like, that's you. You're like, hey. And elephant yonis are interesting too because in the zodiac, it's like, it can be a masculine energy that's actually very nurturing and very warm, like beneath the surface, but it can also be a female energy that is more masculine, but again, still very smart and wise, intelligent, warm, beneath that. So there can be a bit of a switching, and I'm getting that in your energy. Again, like your masculine side is a bit more of a lamb, and your feminine side is the more of the lion. That's what I'm getting. It's funny. It's like that yin yang, and you have a very interesting energy signature. You really do. Yeah. And people have just been at you, but you're undergoing this transformation and spirit is supporting you. Spirit's supporting you. You have protection. You have like blockages around you. You're going to have like the stability that you need. So basically good times ahead. Good times ahead here is what I'm getting. And I do think that there's people wanting to offer you love and romance. Now, for some of you, this could be a person coming in from the past who really genuinely has leveled up. If this is a person you think of as a joke and you think is, you would laugh if they told you that they had changed and that there's been a misunderstanding. Like, don't take that person back, okay? They're still the same old fool they've always been. But somebody here really is like experiencing love and romance. Like, and maybe they're a fire sign or they're in some fire sign energy. They want to offer you this. They are tempering out. They've let go of whatever pattern, whatever karmic thing, which for a lot of you, even if there was other people involved, it was just like a negative karmic way of them behaving that shut them off from their intuition and got them around groups and people that they shouldn't have been around to begin with, that then further there's a compounding effect here to like whatever went on, but this person's like kind of fixing it. So for some of you, this is a person who's going to come back from the past in some brand new ass energy. Like they really are a different person. And they are willing to show you that. They don't expect you to believe them. They expect to have a relationship with you and genuinely demonstrate who they are. But for others of you, this is somebody entirely new, and there actually might be two new options that want to come in here for you, and one could be a Leo and the other could be a Sag. So like, or have that strongly in their chart. You have options coming in. Oh my gosh. And just happiness. I'm hearing full steam ahead. Like, yes, clarity, sunshine, happiness, joy. And it's, yeah, you've pinpointed something here in the past and it's created a portal. You broke it. Oh, my gosh. Okay. I'm getting Denisha energy here. It's Shakti power is like kind of breaking the mold. You broke some kind of mold, some kind of karmic cycle. You broke it, and it's created a bunch of good karma, because that's actually its Shakti power. Sorry, is creating good karma, good fortunes, and that's what's leading you through to this entire new way of being. Good job. I want to say good job. I just heard Kristen Wiig, that SNL skit, Target. So make yourself laugh, because she says like, good job, like, you know, behind the target. Again, funny, making you laugh, SNL, music, barbecues, kebabs. You know, I just heard, get your marinade game on lock, okay? Like, just start experimenting with marinades, because that's going to be your summer, is just options, flavorful experiences. You probably are going to go to, like, maybe you're going to need to bring a dish somewhere, and it doesn't hurt to have a good marinade on hand, okay? That you can just whip up in a jiff. Kebabs. Oh my gosh, the world and the Wheel of Fortune. You really cannot make this shit up. You've ended a karmic cycle here, and the winds of change are coming. This is Saturn from restriction and karma and hard work to expansion and just blessings. This is so good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and your defensiveness is going to come down as well, because Spirit's just putting all, I just heard all the right moves in all the right places. I just feel like Spirit is bringing people to you, divinely guided connections. You know what the right connections for you are? The connections that put you in this energy. I can be a doe, a deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Yeah, like you can be in this gentle energy. You don't have to protect yourself so much. You don't have to be defensive and like, what are you up to and why are you lying? You don't have to be in that energy anymore, because you're letting spirit, because you've cut away from these karmic ties, like you're letting spirit bring in this like new energy, and it's changing you. And you need to understand, like, you're being softened. That's what I feel like this is. You're being softened because you can finally drop your guard, and that is changing your energetic vibration. It's flipping you over into your feminine side, which contains a lot of your good karmas. Your being energy, that magnetizing energy, it contains a lot of your good karmas. You're an incredibly creative person. There's things that just want to pop out of you, like in a good way. In a good way. You're in some really good energy. And a lot of people are going to be seeing your worth and value and connecting with you. And there's still this energy around that wants to argue with you, but I just don't think you're having it. They don't have the key. They can't get in. They don't have the key here. And again, for some of you, it's because like this is freaking spouse energy. Like obviously you're not going to marry them right off the bat. Like maybe some of you will, I don't know. But I don't know. My thing is like, I just think that you step up into spouse energy with somebody before like you pop the question. You just are that to somebody because that's just the natural trajectory of your relationship, is how you feel about each other. Somebody's in this energy towards you and they're putting up a net. They're putting up some kind of net or calling out somebody who was trying to get you caught in their net. You just have support. This is beautiful. I'm so glad. This is excellent. How are you hating from outside the club? That's why they're hating. And again, like I just feel like spirit is moving you away from those people because they're wrong. They're in the wrong energy. You know, and who wants to let that person in the club? That's like you're so unfair for not letting me in this club. It's like, might there be a reason you're outside this club? Like, just think about it. Might there be a reason that nobody wants you in here? You know? So spirit is just moving you further and further and further away from these people. It's great. It's great. It's great. So yeah. I'm just hearing, I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. So temporary problems, like you might have little problems prop up here and there, but they're just going to be temporary problems, regular problems. I just heard regular ass problems that regular ass people have to deal with. You've had these gargantuan hurdles because you've just tolerated the wrong people around you. Oh my gosh, look, there's a reversal here. Karma, you will reap what you have sown, and your karma is really good. Look, be careful. Do not take risks. I feel like this is these other people, the claw energy, like, and it's like, I'd be careful because karma's coming due. Yeah, because I'm getting the opposite for them. That Wheel of Fortune energy, spirits coming in. They could have been taking. They were just taking. And they were artificially manufacturing this. So spirit is reversing this in some kind of way. And they need to buckle down. These people need to be buckling down. Not you, though. You're an angel and you'll be shown the way. Okay, so that's really what I'm getting. Oh, nice. I have to cut out. Love you, Jess. See you all next week. Bye, Lainey. Who wants that club? No cover for you. Yeah, okay. So that's really what I'm getting. So what I'm getting for you is music, laughter, SNL skits, funny movies, nostalgic stuff, like nostalgic movies. Like it would be a good time. Anything that made you laugh in the past where you're like, I used to watch that movie 100 times. Like remember when movies just used to be on the TV? The ones that would like always come on. Yeah, like just that. Like return to innocence, return to childhood. I feel like you're going to feel like a kid again. So yeah. And barbecue sauce. Yeah. So marinades, dressings, barbecue sauces, maybe like a good mocktail or just a go-to drink, something. Catherine, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, I just feel like this is going to be a good summer is what I want to say. A good summer. And like the transition, things are just going to get better and better and better from like now until then. This feels good, you guys. So I'm rewatching every episode of SpongeBob. Exactly. That's what Spirit wants for you. Okay. And barbecue sauce. So barbecue sauce and SpongeBob is what we're all doing. This is the strangest coven. I don't know what a coven is because I've never been in one before, but I kind of like what this is. It's like, okay, so before our next coven meeting, we're all going to watch SpongeBob eat barbecue sauce. I love being a witch. Okay. I realized the other day that my witch's cackle is coming in. Because I was like cackling to myself, and I was like, oh my God. And then my beanie, I was like, oh my God, I got my witch's hat, which is an orange beanie, hilarious. And then my little witch's cackle was coming in. I was like, I'm a very strange breed of witch, but I like what I'm becoming. All right. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna go eat some deliciously marinated chicken that I made. I recently discovered this sauce. Since we're talking about it, we might as well. It's called harissa, and I think it's a Middle Eastern sauce. I'm not entirely sure, but Minimalist Baker. I like that website for recipes if you're looking for like a place to start, because you can filter it out, like if you have any dietary needs or anything. But they use a lot of harissa. I've seen it in several recipes. It's like this red chili pepper sauce. It's so good, so good. And then also the garlic chili pepper sauce from the same company that makes sriracha. That's another good one. And I'm just throwing that out there as a base for your marinades and sauces. Those are the ones that I like. Harissa is so good. It really is so good. Like, I heard about it and I was just like, oh, like I keep seeing this come up in the recipes. I really do want to try it. I got it. I tried it. Oh my gosh. It's so good. It's so good. Just trust me. It's so good. Okay. With that being said, thank you guys so much. We're a hungry coven. I'm going to go eat. And thanks for joining in, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.